No video here. Well, it hasn't started yet.
No video here. It's because the tactical elitist reptilians landed their mothership over the top of the AT&T Communications Center and shut down the live stream. What do you mean casually late? It's 7 o'clock. Dustin Beach.
Y'all are relentless.
Come here so I can bench press you.
You should wear a crown and they won't bitch you.
Iran is having a blackout. Who'd have thought?
Iran now?
Iran.
I don't run at all.
Yeah. Convenient. No biggie. I'm not, I've lost my patience with my marbles. Danielle Massey, bless you, question mark. Cub Pro kits shipped today, courtesy of my HSA. Awesome, Brad. Did I pack Brad's kits?
You probably did.
I think I packed Brad's kits.
You packed all the Cub Pros today.
If you get some messed up stuff, it's my fault. No, I think
you may
I
have
did.
invented the Cub Pro.
They always blame it on you.
I ran
he
so
packed.
far away. What's up, Firehawk?
Knows how to pack them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't.
No gummy bears in the house. That is correct. Although Dollar General has clean gummy bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Oh, hey, my wife's here. Say hi, wife.
Hi, wife.
Hi, wife. Coal miner's daughter. So many blue wrenches. Rob the Sparky's here. When will my bear fact ship? I don't know. What did you order? When did you order it? When is Rob's bear fact going to ship?
Rob the Sparky.
What color?
Does it say Rob the Sparky on the invoice?
No. So we have a big update.
We do? I had no idea.
No.
Thanks, Badger. You like that title? I know.
We got in all the colors, and today and tomorrow and probably Thursday, we're going to be working on filling all outstanding orders we have through the end of December.
That is totally unacceptable. You should know that we need everything right now, regardless of global pandemic, COVID-19, China virus, supply chain logistics issues, devaluation of the U.S. dollar, big tech censorship, and appendicitis, gingivitis, and gingivitis. Yes, regardless of all those things, I want it now. Oh, that. Don't say that to our customers. Tough shit. No, just kidding. No, really, we love you all. You're awesome. Chantel wants the update. All right, Chantel. Chantel said, F the stuff, give us the update. Yeah. Here's the update. President Donald J. Trump Jr., 45, today has launched tactical nuclear missiles at Nancy Pelosi's face because she is part of the problem and not part of the plan. She is the cabal and the deep state, and the Patriots will overcome by tactical nuclear weapons. As this very moment, as I speak right now, the Department of Homeland Security is rolling people into the national emergency D.C. sector that is now surrounded by a fence so that Patriots can move in and take back this country. No, none of that's happening. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is the president, unfortunately, of these United States of America, and we're all just kind of going to have to deal with it. So please enjoy the Mona Lisa title of this live stream that is meant to be antagonistic, and clearly it worked.
Did you see Trump even said today, like, when Biden's president, he's going to feel bad about, like, invoking the mentioning the 25th because it's going to come back.
I'm telling you, listen, I would love it if all the hopium was true. I would love it. I would love it. Not so much. Not so much. Let's just start off by pissing off 2/3 of the people that are here. That's a good strategy. You like that?
I don't know. It's your show.
No, it's Google's show. I just work here.
It is Google.
I just work here.
If anything has been made apparent over these past couple of days, it is that this is Google's show.
The world.
I would love it if all the hopium was accurate. However, I don't believe that it is. That's unfortunate. I've noticed.
You could change your channel to Googly Bear.
Googly Bear. I like that. Well, what about CIAT FBI Bear? Because remember, I'm an informant. Remember, I'm an informant.
You're kind of Googly Bear.
No, you come on, man. Come on, man. the 50-state Capitol protests on the 17th. We will be discussing that tomorrow morning on the brief, but let's just say there will be bad actors embedded in that, and you are watching a screenplay. I'll leave it at that.
Yes, that's a mirror behind us.
That's not a mirror.
It's just dirty.
Well,
because I don't clean house very well.
It's good that it's a little bit dirty, because that way the FBI agents on the other side of it can see through it to see us. Right.
It's one of those two-way mirrors.
Oh, I mean, wait a minute. I stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night. Good for you. Bear's beard for looks.
For locks.
For locks or for looks?
Locks.
For locks.
You need glasses.
I do. Well, they're that big and they go by that fast. Okay. So I would love it if all of the noise was true, but it's noise. Remember, you only know what they allow you to know. Just because you think you have a monopoly on one portion of the narrative doesn't mean that you do. I've actually noticed several different channels on YouTube today, and I do subscribe to a few of them which are full of hopium just to see what's going on out there in the hopium world. I've noticed several of these channels in the last 24, 36 hours, all of a sudden changing their tone to, well, whatever the Father's will is, let that be done, because he is sovereign over all things, and he is the king of this earth, and whatever's going to happen. In the last 36 hours, it's gone from, when we're going to take this country back, to, hey, whatever the Father wills, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, and you know what? Absolutely correct. Whatever the Father wills, that is what is going to be done. So would I love it if, yes, the cabal was rounded up and made to stand in front of a military tribunal? Yeah, that'd be great. Do I think that's going to happen? 0.00 something % chance of that actually happening. Always reserving the right to be wrong and pleasantly surprised, because what I would like to be and what actually is are two completely different things. So, where is Nancy? I told you, tactical pocket nuke taken out like that. CIA to FBI took her out earlier today. How do you feel about America and the direction it's going? Do you get the feeling that America could be the great Babylon? Come out of her, my people, lest you partake of her sins and receive of her plagues. Is it okay to keep pigs as pets? Only the carcass is taboo, right? Yeah. Technically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't eat that sucker.
And if it dies, don't touch it.
Patreon had no sound. Hey, Patreon had no sound.
Not my problem.
Can I hire Antifa? That would be fun.
Mine?
That actually could be fun. We are in deep of the modern USSR. We are in the middle of World War III. The problem is that we are always trying to fight the last war. And so, for good reason, many of us have rifles and plate carriers without realizing that cyber attacks and the logistics system and the tyranny that we're experiencing are all facets of World War III. Putin said 2 years ago, we're in World War III. The United States just doesn't know it yet. So, martial law, how? I get this question all the time. What are you going to do if there's martial law? Where? So first of all, it's a population density game. You can't have martial law everywhere at the same time. If you were to take every single man and woman in uniform in the DOD and add to that every single man and woman in the militarized agencies within the federal government and just try and secure the power grid, you end up with a population density that is less than one person per 1 linear mile of the power grid. Let me repeat that. Less than one person per 1 linear mile of the power grid. And I'm talking transmission line, not distribution line, not the small lines in your neighborhood, the big lines that run across the country. There's not enough people to enact martial law. However, a striker brigade will ruin your day. So you don't deploy strikers to where I live because there's not enough people here to even bother with trying to win the hearts and minds. That comes second, maybe third, maybe fourth when you're fighting something like an insurgency, because the auxiliary and the underground exist in places where I am at. But we're low value targets. So if you're going to enact martial law, you do it in places that are not here, i.e. Miami, New York, DC, Chicago, San Diego, Amarillo, Dallas, places like that. You can't do it all at the same time. So it's not going to happen. Stafford Act was signed. Please provide a link. Yes, repeating. POTUS signed the Insurrection Act about 2 days ago. Please provide a link. Again, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I would like to, very selfishly.
There's a lot of information out there.
No, it's not information.
I mean,
it's disinformation and misinformation. Intelligence is independently verifiable and actionable. If you cannot independently verify it and put it into action, you don't have intelligence, you have information. And remember, the only things that we know right now are what we are allowed to know. You are seeing both sides of a narrative being played out. When this happens, the 50 states rioting all at the same time on the day of the inauguration, which we will talk more about tomorrow. Remember that this has all been put in place. This has all been planned. And all of this is the Hegelian dialectic. Two sides. Hey, babe, how are you?
Hi.
Two sides clashing against each other, knowing that you control both sides. The thesis, the antithesis, and the synthesis, so that you can extract out of that what you want. And it's a very unpopular opinion, but I don't care at this point because people will die if they are high on hopium. Q was co-opted at least 2 years ago. If I was an intelligence operative or part of an intelligence agency, what I would do is look at Q. I would feed them nuggets. Those nuggets would prove out to be true. I would use that to build notoriety and build a reputation for Q. And then I would start feeding them bad information. Just a little bit at a time, just a little bit at a time. And I would co-opt them over and over and over. Give them enough truth that it proves out, and then I would co-opt them. And then when I needed them, I would absolutely institute the plan for my purposes, not for their purposes. So, yeah, Sarah, this is unfortunately not We All Gonna Die Wednesday. So, you're so right, 762 Nation. You were so right. So I would love it very selfishly as an individual, as a father and a husband, as somebody that with the true sense of the word patriot believes in this country. I would love it if we finally put to paid all the sins of the past. We finally cleaned house and we were able to knowingly endure some hard times in the short term so that we can get back to living life righteously as a nation in the long term. I would love that. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening. And again, I 100% reserve the right to A, be wrong, and B, be disproven. And C, be pleasantly surprised. I want to be pleasantly surprised. However, what I want and what's going to happen are very often two very different things. Would you agree with this?
Yes.
Cool. So.
No lambs yet.
No lambs.
No.
Well, we've had just the lambs that we've had so far.
Yeah.
I'm smoking cigars and drinking scotch Wednesday. Well, sure today's Tuesday. And also, good job, question mark. Jay Morris. Bless you. Got my 2 bear facts with signatures in Ranger Green plus Onion Ninja stickers. Thank you, Jay Morris. And somebody else dropped a $10 bill. By the way, we're all the demonetized, so we definitely appreciate your super chats because that's about the only way our Google Daddy is ever going to give us any severance pay at this point. Is it severance pay? It's not even allowance anymore. Any severance pay. Moyex Bear John at Prepper Nation State of China has troops in Canada. Thank you for the $10 bill. I can state anything. Even Monkey Works had a video today, an apology video, saying, hey, I put out a video 2 days ago that said that President Trump was Oscar Mike on the move and that he had exfilled out of D.C. and that's why there was a TFR, temporary restriction, flight restriction around D.C., and that he was transponding. Air Force One was transponding as a different thing, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And that he had exfilled out of the country, and that once he was safely landed somewhere else, that then we would get proof of the Insurrection Act, and then we would know, bang, 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 it's going down, baby. That didn't happen. The video in which he announced that, and bless him, he's got a great channel. I really like what he does with airplane tracking. That's awesome. And he made a mistake, and like a man, he owned it, and bless him for that. But he goes as far to say in that video, hey, my sources were compromised. Somebody that I thought was a golden source is not a golden source. What are you going to do? Misinformation and disinformation. If I tell you something, you had better go verify it. That's why when we do the reports that we do, I provide the links. Not only am I putting them on Patreon now, I'm also including them in the YouTube description. So you can go see, and I'm showing it to you on the screen. Hey, this is what's going on. And when it's my opinion, I'm telling you it's my opinion, because anybody can say anything. Make no mistake, the people that own this platform, Google owns YouTube, Alphabet owns Google. Alphabet is not just a cute little name that they thought up. Alphabet soup agencies, man. Disinformation and misinformation is real. And remember that when you're dealing with an insurgency, one of the 7 prime lines of effort is information engagement or disinformation engagement. It's the same thing. Misinformation is the same thing as pulling down 70,000 Twitter accounts in one day. It's the same thing. It's the same type of effort. It's the same type of action. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. If you love Bear Independent and you've been here for 3 years, for as long as we've been doing this, you had still better check everything that I say, because I'm going to be wrong sooner or later.
Even Anglo American, like, he live streamed, I think, the other night.
Did he?
And
I didn't catch it.
He apologized for, like, misinformation.
It happens.
Like,
and first reports are almost always wrong.
Yeah.
Almost always wrong.
But reptilian overlords, you're right about that.
No, listen, the reptilian overlords are real. Okay? Right. Bring me the tinfoil. Yeah. They are real.
Giant space ants. Giant space ants.
Giant space ants?
Yeah. It's a new thing?
Do tell more. I was unaware. What's up with these giant space?
Are they from Canada?
No, I just talked to you. They're not from there.
Nope.
I just talked to
you.
I was wondering who you were talking
Canadian
to.
Prepper?
Hey, what's up, Mark Chase?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a long-range shooting course? Thoughts on Devin P? I have not taken a long-range course per se, but I have been taught long-range shooting by somebody that knew the job. Pelosi's a snat squatch. That's kind of funny. I would recommend, and I'm biased here because I think he's awesome. I think if you need to know about long range shooting, go to Rex Defense to Borosaurus Rex here on YouTube and look up, or just in the YouTube search bar, put in Sniper 101 up here, Sniper 101. He has awesome videos. In fact, we are training our young men in marksmanship as part of their homeschooling protocol. And that's part of their homework, is they have to watch Sniper 101 and understand what is ballistic coefficient, what is sectional density, why do we select the cartridges that we select, what is the effect of what is effective range, and what is your effective range with this platform, what is bullet drop, how do we deal with, external ballistics versus internal ballistics, absolute marksmanship. So forth and so on. And then I would take a course from Rex. In fact, I personally would love to take a course from Rex. I'd love to go, well, not right now because he's in the Dakotas. So, maybe in the summer where it'll be a whopping 48 degrees there, it would be a good time to go. I don't want to go there now because, unless I got a dozer to push all the snow out of the way. But
they're asking what's your head.
Who?
What do you? They can see you in the
mirror.
No, they see the back of your head. Oh, yeah. Somebody finally got her
Earl's
bitch
daughter.
out.
If the space aliens look like
Queen
locusts,
bitch.
can we eat them? That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
What?
Yeah, per Leviticus 11, we can eat locusts. So if the space aliens are locusts, can we eat them? What if they're just like giant space giraffes? Because we're allowed to eat space giraffes too. Well, we're allowed to eat Earth giraffes. I don't know about space giraffes, but
I don't know.
Yeah, they do. They chew the cud.
do they chew the cud? Right? They split the hoof. We're good to go.
Yeah.
So we kill one. We dissect it. 4-chambered stomach. Good to go. And also pray for wisdom and discernment. Because most aliens are depicted as like really slimy, you know? And I'm not into slime. Like we watched a video last night of a guy, a sushi chef, that was butchering a giant tuna. It was gorgeous. And then they're like, oh, and this is how we do monkfish, which is like a super slimy catfish. And I was like, ugh, ugh. It's got like the whole thing is just like covered in boogers. Like they're like, yeah, they're really slimy. You have to like put a rope through its mouth and hang it from the ceiling to grab the skin and pull. I was like, ah, why would you want to eat that?
You know, life's some big ol' arms.
There we go. How's that? Is this better? What if I go in for the reach? So hey, babe.
Thanks.
What are we doing? Letting them just take this country. I mean, there are no patriots left that understand exactly where we are. Our founding fathers would be ashamed of us. I don't blame them. You know, listen, and Superman 7, I totally agree with you. And the moment you can clarify what the mission is and come up with some objectives and then outline the lines of effort for those objectives and then explain the logistics for those lines of effort, I'm in. Come at me, bro. I'm in. What are we doing? You march blindly into the muskets of the redcoats, and that's cool. I'll be up on the ridge loading my flintlock wondering what is the actual mission. Go for it. Don't eat the grays. Not planning on eating the grays. When the UFOs arrive, look closely. There will be a component somewhere in there, and it says "Made in China." Oh man. What are we doing?
Should we show them my cup? If they saw my crown, they haven't seen my cup.
I feel like that needs to be during the intermission section
we can
of the broadcast. Yeah.
After hours.
Whitley Strieber. I'm down with Whitley.
In the house, bitches.
She can't be the queen of Bearstan.
I know. I said I'm the princess.
You can be
Yeah.
church bench bitches instead of back porch bitches. Yeah.
That sounds like
China was training in Canada. Rebel News, Ezra Levin, Tucker
they've
Carlson.
been training in Canada for years.
No baby sheep yet.
We know that they've been training in Canada. They had a training agreement. You don't just
2017.
you don't like it's the same like if the United States just showed up in Germany, it was like, hey, we're here with our tanks and stuff and planes and bombs. Germany would be like, you're invading us. That's not how that happens. We sign a training agreement so that we can go over there and essentially do whatever we want, although we do have to pay for it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. However, maneuver damage. There you go. We know they are there. Is it a bad thing that they're training in Canada? Maybe. Is it disconcerting? Probably. But they didn't sneak in there. That's not what happened. We know they're there because we know that months ago, Trump reached out to Trudeau and said, hey, listen, no China people, north of the border, the parallels. There's a parallel up there where the snow is. Parallelograms, they're like squares, but crooked squares. It's a parallelogram. Tremendous. Believe it. You're gorgeous. Believe it. Believe it. No China troops in the Great North. Right? Like this happened like 3 or 4 months ago. So it's not a surprise. We know they're there.
They don't even speak Canadian.
He doesn't even speak Canadian.
Okay, give me an Asian Canadian accent.
An Asian Canadian accent?
Canadian.
I don't think I can do an
Canadian
Asian.
You say A?
First of all, listen.
Asian accent.
Listen. We are, just with the title of this live stream, skating on thin ice. If I do an Asian Canadian accent, forget it. Alphabet Daddy's going to swag our PP and we're done for a while. So, anybody hear Trump making a statement tonight? No. I heard him down at the border talking about the Biden presidency. So, Wolverines. Agreement was 12 months, 18 months later. What the first agreement for the United States to be in Germany was in 1945 after D-Day. We're still there. So, Jay Morris, bless you. Thank you.
Do Pelosi.
Hunter Kirk has UN troops hiding inside of his pillows. I can't do Pelosi.
Okay, the whiteness, the whiteness thing today with her comment on the lake.
Oh yeah,
did you see the whiteness?
I can't even.
The lady has what, an $18,000 refrigerator?
NBC reported on it too.
The whiteness of the whiteness.
Yeah, we're not patriots, y'all.
Justin
We're
Ridley.
just mad that the whiteness is
you.
leaving the White House.
Whiteness. You just sit there and you're
with a white
be
president.
ashamed of
5
your whiteness.
versus 1. Nice move. I saw that.
Anymore?
I don't know. Maybe
No,
white. Maybe
No, he's not white.
Biden's not white?
He's an
Apparently.
alien.
What?
He's an alien.
He's an alien.
Oh.
So he doesn't actually, skin tone doesn't matter if you're from off planet.
Reptilian.
There you go. That's what it is. Reptilian cockroach overlord. That's the issue.
somebody called me out on my bless my heart look.
I know. It was Sammy. When you look at him like.
Hold on. That was a great
Right.
comment. Where did it go? Canadians own 90% of the world's Zamboni production. We should live in fear. I know, right? What happened to like monopoly busting? What's going
I
on
love that
here?
quote. You heard the quote. This was like, Canada has the greatest border fence ever. It's America.
What is
So,
the
like,
number
it's the
one thing that
Kevlar
new
of border
homesteaders do
fences.
wrong? Thanks for the excellent content. Not one more inch, bless you. The number one thing that new homesteaders do wrong is they think that they can just get out here, and that's exactly right, do it all. It is a process. When we first got here, we were affectionately calling this place the land of almost, because there were 100 things that were almost done, and the 70-year-old people, 70-something-year-old people that sold it to us, I liked them a lot, but I had a little towards
They
them.
mowed. That's all they did.
That's all they did. They mowed.
They mowed.
And you know what? Now, as late 30s-somethings moving into our 40s, and I'm like, good for them. They at least got the yard mowed. I'm like, because we went from 100 almost done projects to 300 almost done projects.
Yeah. I
So
don't think you finished theirs. You just.
we finished some of theirs, but we ended
Sure.
a lot of ours. We ended a lot, and we finished a few of ours too.
Hey,
So
we got a fridge today.
But yeah,
you got a fridge
definitely
today.
I can't live there, but I have a giant fridge.
people bite off more than they can chew,
Yeah.
and
That's why
they don't properly
around,
plan
they put it in
projects,
the-
and
You should see her back
therefore
then, I was like,
you redo them.
Chinese
I
hosers.
got them all the way down there. Found a couple of those trees that got cut down,
Yeah.
and they whipped up out of the ground.
That's the other thing I would say is
Bent up his-
the rule of the 7 Ps definitely applies to homesteading.
Yeah.
Proper previous planning prevents piss poor performance.
Dragged it over
Try
the
and
way.
figure out what you're going to do before you do it. In many cases,
And they backed up the whole way.
doing nothing can be better than doing something.
coming out.
Because if the something you're going to do is all jacked up, you probably shouldn't do it.
But those
Mhm.
the tree stumps out there.
$24,000 refrigerator.
2 hours.
What?
And I missed the first 2 hours, but nice beard.
2
I've only
hours.
been live for 30
Did we
minutes.
like
29
was there,
minutes,
like, a
15
wrinkle in
seconds.
time there?
There
I don't know.
is.
Maybe.
There is.
Your beard is 2 hours longer.
My beard is 2 hours longer than it was 2 hours ago. Asymmetrical preparedness. That's
That Milky Way. I
Mike's a
don't
cool guy.
Yeah,
In fact,
they all have potential. I love that.
not to sound weird, but I'm wearing some pants that Asymmetrical Preparedness sent me back in the day. They're Marpat. Good channel, Asymmetrical Preparedness.
Didn't you wear those the other day?
They're Marpat. You wear them. You always wore them the other day.
You don't see them.
Yeah. You can't see them at all.
Right.
And the other thing is, when you have multiple pairs of them, you always wore Marpat the other day. It's like, didn't you have those pants on? Yes.
Okay.
Why do you have them on today? Yes.
So
You gonna wear them tomorrow? Yes. Next year? Yes.
What's the difference between the cub and the bare minimum besides price?
The bare minimum is made in America, handmade, guaranteed forever. Includes a decompression needle. Shalom.
And full size ETD and chest seals.
Correct. Whereas the Cub Pro doesn't have a decompression needle, is an overseas manufactured pouch, which is unfortunately, although they're high quality overseas manufactured pouches, it's a necessity in, no, Hunter Kirk, wearing pants is not required. It's a necessity to do business in today's day and age. And so the Cub Pro has a different pouch, doesn't have a decompression needle, has a fold flat dressing in it. It's a 4-inch, not a 6-inch, and compact chest seals, not full size. Tennessee bow hunting 101. Shaloha. I knew I had to page the country behind me. I would. Hey, we're here, man. With all due respect, we're here. Superman 7. I'm not trying to pee in your Cheerios. Just tell me what the game plan is beyond we're going to take this country back. And then what? Hey, it's Savvy Actual.
Yeah, and y'all can use code TACTICAL tonight.
Right. Tell them. Yeah, I keep blowing this. You tell them. You tell them.
Suck at sales.
I'm terrible at sales. Forgive me, brother Mike.
Tonight, during tonight's live stream, we have promo code TACTICAL for everything in the store, either bearindependent.com or refugemedical.com. 15% off everything.
Hey,
except for training.
Except for training.
Training.
Which, by the way, you should go to training on the 31st in Irving, Texas, which is near Dallas, which is by Las Colinas. And you should go there because we're only doing one civilian training day every 90 days in 2020 due to the law enforcement schedule.
From 2 to 6, we have 17 spots left.
Right, and we've got
morning's almost sold out.
We've got a few in the morning. There's still some from 2 to 6 in the afternoon. Sunday the 31st of January. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. No, I won't be there because that was sung by a child molester.
We'll have to do that.
Top 10. We have a video on that.
Right.
No, but I'm saying we discussed the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, 15% off is essentially wholesale. So we love y'all.
Right.
Tactical Tuesday.
But tonight only.
It's only for Tactical Tuesday.
They'll be emailing me tomorrow saying that code doesn't work anymore.
8-year-old
Tonight
asking
only.
favorite folding knife. I love this
I got
knife.
one too.
Ontario Knife Company Rat 1 folder. And we love it so much.
We're twinning.
Oh, we're twinning. That would, I mean, if you were a dude, that would have been gay as hell. But luckily, you're not. So
Luckily, I'm not.
yeah, I've got the proof. The wife and I will be there. Bless you, Stephen. So, I love this knife. This is the Ontario Knife Company Rat 1 folder, and
the discount ended 2400 Eastern Central. I love our people.
Yes, 2400 Eastern Central Mountain Atlantic
Specific time.
Zulu.
No,
Zulu time. Zulu pass
Atlantic
already.
time. We're in the Atlantic Ocean.
What? Listen, there's a 2-hour black hole in my beard apparently, so it's whatever.
Hidden by the gray.
Hidden by the gray. Yeah, some COVID 2021. I love this knife. This is the Ontario Rat 1 folder. My wife loves it as well.
I love my knife too.
You were like a big fan of this one. She's like, how come I don't have one? It's like, because I've literally bought you half a dozen knives thus far, and you never carry them.
Right.
I have a drawer filled with wife knives that have never been used, but this was an excellent wife knife.
Yeah.
And it's so you tell them what you like about it before I tell them what I like about it, because we're two very different people when it comes to the use of knives.
Two very different people.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Okay.
And now for a homie stabby thing review. Send it, babe. Send it. Green,
No, now it's too
Green
expected. I
Ridge
can't do it.
Bear.
No, I love this knife. This is like my work knife, I guess.
EDC.
Yeah, it's my EDC, but I primarily go to work. So
They usually
My
have
work
sticky
knife.
stuff on it. not
yeah,
blood.
usually he just had to sharpen it because it was covered in tape.
Yeah, Amazon tape.
Yeah, but
Damn you, Bezos. Sorry.
I do like it. Like it fits nicely in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
The ribbing,
Jimping.
I was gonna say chinking.
You
But
can't say that on the.
I think this is exactly how it
Are
started
you
last
speaking
time.
Canadian?
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure you
Yes.
said jimping, she said chinking, and then it just there was kidneys and
I don't remember what chinking is.
Chinking egg?
isn't it like a chink in the armor?
Yeah.
Chinking is what goes in between logs
Training?
on a log cabin.
Yeah,
That's
the goofy shit.
also their training in Canada, but you can't say that. Continue.
Okay,
Oh,
So-
how is it going?
Jimping.
jimping. Rib. The
Ribbed.
rib.
Rib part.
Jumping?
Ribbed
It's
for
all
her
like-
pleasure.
Textured.
Yeah.
It's textured
Yep.
for your thumb.
Kink.
But yeah,
But
fits my hand
Dave
nicely.
Morgan, we love you back.
It's good and sharp. It holds a sharp edge.
It takes an edge well. They're
Takes
easy,
the edge well.
easy to sharpen.
Folds and unfolds easily. And it has a little clip that I can stick on my belt,
And yes. And so is it my turn now?
I guess.
Okay. So I like it's got thumb
Yours is
studs.
boring.
Mine is so boring. Feel free to chime
You didn't
in.
even say a word. It's like you're boring. If you interrupt him every time he says a word, he just completely loses it, y'all. You guys want to see Bear explode?
It has thumb studs on both sides of it, which is great. So if you're a righty or a lefty, it's a liner lock. So you can see in there, it's a liner lock, which makes it fairly lightweight, but it has good lockup. The clip is removable, so you can put it here or here or here or here.
Oh, I didn't
So
know that.
if you're a lefty or a righty
Oh,
and you
that's
like
nice.
tip up carry or tip down carry, doesn't matter. You can move it no matter what. It does have a good clip, and mine has been in service for a year. You can see it's definitely been used and worn. The scales are G10, and it's so, I mean, I can pretty
You know
much,
I have bare hands.
yeah, but
okay?
that's my point.
like
In my bare hands, what knife, but it still fits your hand well.
Yeah.
Right. And so for man hands, it fits man hands well because it has this is called a choil right here. And the choil it's good.
oh.
They're easy to remember. Choil, jimping.
Kinking. No, I learned it's not a kink. It's a,
Not
it's
kinky.
A kink. It's a kink.
You need to listen, however that crown got on your head, just go with it, man. All right. So what if you're McMike?
So they have
Shalom?
nubbies on both sides. They have like the little flip nub.
Thumb studs. Nubby flip-a-dubs. It's got nubby flip-a-dubs on both sides.
And even those are tapered.
Tapered.
That's what the chinking does.
Stubs.
Jimping. So
Every time we do this
Jimping.
knife review.
yeah, we can't review knives at this channel, and not with my wife in attendance. So anyway, this is a really good knife. And before this, I was carrying a Spyderco that I think is on a track hoe, either in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Texas. So small area, somewhere in there. It's on a track hoe somewhere. But I did get the, that was the, I can't remember. I want to say Cuba, but that's a cigar. Right?
Doobie doobie.
Cuba.
Ooby Dooby. It was an Ooby
No,
Dooby.
I said doobie doobie.
No, not that for sure. That brings all the reptilian overlord boys to the yard.
All the words.
All of it. There's too many words up in this face. Cara 2. Spyderco Cara 2 is what it was. Not Cuba, Cara 2. And I really like that knife, and I got it from adventurefrontier.com. It takes an edge really well, but the clip was not so good that it didn't fall out of my pocket on the track hoe. Now, lastly, you can see here, or maybe can you, it says on the blade, Aus 8 steel right there. Aus 8 steel. And so is it the best steel in the world? Yeah, they're all Aus 8. So this is an overseas produced knife, but it's like $30 and really, really, really recommended. It's just the right size for everything. If you need to do some of these things with it, you can, and it just works in hand really well. And it's felt like it's pretty dang narrow, which is one of the things that I don't love about most knives, is that this dimension here can get pretty blocky on on a lot of knives. So it's maybe 5/8 of an inch. I mean,
yeah,
just a little bit more than 5/8 of an inch wide, which is awesome.
Measure it against your knuckle or your thumb.
Oh, that's right, because you know the original definition of an inch? It was the distance. Let me use my pointer here.
From your knuckle to the tip of your thumb.
From here to here was the standard English inch. The problem is not all hands are created equal.
It's ishy.
So, it's ishy. So there you go. Approximately, hold on. There we go. Approximately 5/8 of my inch.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
I'd
about.
say like 3/8 actually.
It's about 3/8 of my inch, but it's about 7/8 of your inch. Yeah. So anyway,
Good tape measure and see who's.
did you hear that Nancy Pelosi was attacked with Patriot pocket nukes in Trashcanistan?
Did it not?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? I did. Can hardly wait for us to do this in another platform. Patty, I'm in. Oh, how's the lockup?
Yeah, mine's not.
This is after a year of use.
Mine has no wiggle.
None. No lockup. The lockup is really, really good. So much innuendo tonight. Bama Blue Eyes, shalom. Hey, it's Loco American. What's up, Loco American? We deployed with Loco American in Florida twice on the first and second grindstone deployments. He and his crew are awesome. They're electricians. Really good folks. Andrew Shaloha. How tall are you, Bear? But right here? But this much?
Yeah.
How many in thumb inches?
In thumb inches? Well, it depends on whose thumb inches we're using.
He can reach his arm up and touch the ceiling.
Yes, this is true. Scotland gives a shit. Thank you, Norman. So we've got the official update from Scotland. They give a shit. Moving right along, Johnny Arson. The definition of fascism is the marriage of corporation and state. Benito Mussolini sounds very much like USA Today. Turns out we are the anti-fascists. Yeah, it's messaging, bro. I agree. That guy, some guy, shabba-dabba-da. Echo Romeo, Shaloha. Earl's daughter with the links. Mike S. got his message retracted. What's going on?
No, he deleted it.
Yeah,
that's basically the OKC version of the Benchmade bug out. I've never run a Benchmade bug out, but I love this knife. I really do. It's a great little knife, and I carry it every day. Loveland, Colorado. Hey, do you know anything about Loveland, Colorado?
Not a thing.
Not a thing
other
about Loveland,
than
Colorado. Not even a little bit.
Do you remember
Taft
Loveland?
Street and Loveland High and go Indians.
Doing donuts in parking lots and acting like a bunch of heathens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody nuts. Nowhere.
I've never even heard of
that
them.
knife.
This one, a little place called the
You've
Internet.
been there before.
I know.
Oh.
I'm aware of being facetious.
We went there for my high school reunion,
But
and then I
that's-
decided I didn't really
Ooh,
care about
That
seeing anybody from
sounds
my
like
high school.
DeSantis.
So we just went camping
We just-
instead.
Yeah, we went up to Red Feather.
Yeah.
And got hailed on and almost did a moose murder with a 22 long rifle.
Yeah.
She's like, no, don't. I was like, I swear we can eat that thing. If you just let me, we can eat that thing. It was like from here to my truck. Just like, sup? Oh, it was an elk, not a moose. Moose are a different part of the world. It was like,
Well, no, there's moose in Colorado.
it was an elk. It was like,
Miss.
sup? I was like, you need to die, bro. Like, look at all that delicious meat. It's like 20 yards away.
And did you know elk lose their antlers every year?
I did. And this massive storm blows in from the north. And she's like, hey, it looks like there's going to be a storm over there. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It does. And we're kind of on this peak, and we're looking at the next peak, and there's that little black dot of storm over there.
Oh, I have pictures. It was not a little black dot.
It started as
the
a little black.
sky turned.
It
This
started
color.
as a little black dot that far away, and then it went. And she goes, "What are we gonna do?" And I had an axe, and there were 3 pine trees, dead pine trees there. I'm like, I got this. And so I felled 3 dead pine trees, cut them into firewood, and built a fire the size of my dining room table in an hour. And then we got into the tent, and it went from like mid 50s probably to 12. And the hail was like yay big coming down just on the tent. We're this close, like,
Hey, what?
Hey!
Are we gonna die?
what do you think's gonna happen? Oh my God, we're gonna die for like an hour.
Like, we might should have gone to the car.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we come out of the tent, we
We
still
were my
had a
little
fire.
wagon, my Volvo wagon.
Yeah.
We took that
I don't
up
even
there.
know how we got the Volvo wagon up in there. Dude.
Oh, I will take any vehicle up a side of a mountain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it was
it was a Volvo wagon, but it's like this far off the ground,
Yeah.
you know, like, and we're like,
how you
up through
take
this
those rocks,
national
like-
forest. She's like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
We used to go storm chasing in that. That's
Yeah,
when we
we
first
did.
started dating. That 9 days before the I love you was out. Yeah. Bear, what is your opinion on the greater exodus? It will happen. That's my opinion on it. Plan for it. At some point, be ready to flee to the wilderness. And I would submit that even where we are right now is not the wilderness. It's definitely not the city, but it's not the wilderness. So
Sakota's practice.
Sakota's practice. That's exactly right. What is your favorite log skidder? 648G with a grapple, homie. Let's do it. Bear, how far are you from a casino? Far enough that I don't care about them. Aren't those
we went,
lady
what,
parts?
Once?
I think we did, but when did we go?
It was way back in the day.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we went to Durant.
Remember that time we went
Durant.
Durant? Remember that time? Where did we go? I think it was in North Texas with all the.
That's how you say it. You say Durant.
You can tell if you're not from there, you say Durant. If you're from there, you say Durant.
Yeah, well, that's how we were in Florida. We knew how everybody said Kissimmee if they actually knew what it was called. Monica just saw the title here.
Casinos are a waste of ammo money.
The way she said it.
she said you're getting banned tonight. What the hell? Yep. Sorry, Alphabet Daddy. Night vision, question mark. Affordable, triple question mark. Night vision, yes. Affordable, no. The affordable stuff is
Okay.
Shaloha.
I'll be back, and then we'll do intermission, and y'all can go.
Andrew Barnes, Shaloha. All right, you go do your thing, then come back, do intermission. I'm going to go do my thing, and then we'll all come back and party together. Not with that title. He's not. He's challenging. I might have been.
He's pushing buttons.
You
Don't
gotta.
we all push buttons? I know, like me
I like your
personally,
canned goods.
I'm very much so the person that
Hold
when
on,
you
so-
tell me I can't do something, I'm like,
This is how much we're.
hold my beer, watch this.
Dudley just walked in with a couple of very interesting mason jars. This one and this one. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm into canned goods. This is wonderful. So that looks like steel case 380. And that looks like this is the what jar?
Cookie jar.
That's the cookie jar. Oh, I thought it was the swear jar.
That's
Like,
a lot of money for this.
I need to go hit an ATM.
We should have. Remember the toilet seat idea I had?
What?
I was gonna put a bucket under a toilet seat and hang it on a wall.
We
And
do that
if
in
you
emergencies.
cuss, you got to put money in it. Put your money where your mouth was.
Nice.
In the shitter.
Is it not a clock?
You owe us $10.
She's in a mood. His wife does it.
Come on, you don't have to work at Walmart.
Oh man.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. Back to night vision. Is that what we're talking about? Night vision.
Wife the Walmart.
Good night vision isn't cheap, and cheap night vision isn't good. That being said, some of it's better than none of it. So, Aaron Bartaferrano just ordered something. Very good, Aaron Bartaferrano. Thank you so much. So yeah, promo code tonight is what? Tactical for 15 off. Is that what it is?
15% off?
Tactical for 15 off, which is
Only
essentially
works
wholesale.
until
Only works
midnight.
until Zulu Western Atlantic time tonight. Hey, what's up, Chris Luis? I've got an ATN 5 to 20 that I'll be reviewing in the near future, and then we're going to start talking about as well, assuming that Alphabet allows us to talk about it. If not, we'll just do it on Patreon. $1 a month, $10 a year. In fact, most of the tactical and instructional and firearms content lives on Patreon at this point. So, Faux Daddy, I'm going to send an email with a recognizable subject. It's Mouse House. Mouse has the peanut butter cigars, and he's bringing some to the retreat.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, they're awesome.
I got some Gurkhas on the way.
Nice. I want one Gurkhas.
Centurion.
I love the Gurkha Centurion. Those are really good.
4 whiskey glasses come with it.
Ooh.
You gotta earn one.
It's like a challenge.
Yeah.
See with the
Yeah.
pugil sticks.
We'll figure out
Okay.
how to yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure out something.
Fair to use magnifiers on any of your rifles. I do not currently. I have either dot sights or low power variable optics, one or the other. Coal miner's daughter, Shaloha. What brand are the PB cigars? I don't remember. Hey, Mouse, what brand are the peanut butter cigars?
How are they called? They're
Acids, awesome cigars, but they're not acids. I'm just talking to S. Thompson. I don't remember. It was something facetious. Yeah, they had a kind of edgy name.
yeah.
I don't remember. I've slept since then.
Let's go. He should.
Is Patriot Plumber online tonight? No. He's reinforcing battlements with spent hot water heaters currently.
Well, Mouse. What are the name of them?
What LPVO do you prefer? I'm a huge, unabashed fan of the 1 to 8 primary arms. We also have the 1 to 6 primary arms. What?
These nuts.
These nuts. That's right. Those were delicious. We also have the 1 to 6 in camp. I had a Vortex 2-7 for a while, which is not officially an LPVO because it doesn't have true one power, but I liked it until I have no real confidence in that particular optic anymore. It'd be great for a hunting rifle, but for like a tactical rifle, not so much. And then I've also shot the Vortex Razor 1-8, which is a great optic, 34 millimeter horseshoe of death ACSS reticle.
Oh yeah.
But $1,300. And so the primary arms at $500 for the 1-8 with the ACSS reticle, absolutely. If you're on a budget, which I am, I mean, make no mistake, we're honored and blessed to have the revenue that comes in from the first aid kit company. The Alphabet Daddies, they don't like us at all here on the Google machines. And Patreon's awesome, but we treat Patreon like a blessing and run it like a business. So I'm not rolling in dough. Like, I don't have money for a $1,300 low power variable optic. No, that's not happening. And I'm not big enough, and I'm not kiss ass enough for manufacturers to send me stuff so that I'll talk nice about it. Because if it sucks, I'll be the first one to tell you, which means there's a lot of manufacturers that don't want to send me things because I will tell you, this thing is a piece of garbage. In fact, one of the first conversations we have with the manufacturer is, if your stuff is junk, I'm going to tell the world. The end. So you might pay me and send it to me. That's fine. It's called a paid partnership, paid promotion. That happens all the time on YouTube, all the time on the internet, whether it's blogs or videos or TikToks or Instagrams or whatever. It happens all the time. It's just part of doing business. But if it's garbage, I'm going to tell everybody it's garbage. So you are going to pay for the pleasure of me giving you an honest review. There's not very many companies that want to actually participate in that. And so the ones that do, I'm in. So it's one of the reasons after 2 years, we still talk about Adventure Frontier 2, 3, 4 times a week, because they're a great company. Disaster Coffee, great company.
You need some coffee.
I need some. Yeah, coffee. Disaster Cacophony.
More whiskey.
Vortex Gen 2 1-10 for a kidney. Exactly. So Olight. I love Olight. They've never given me anything. They never paid me to talk about them. There's 2 companies I trust when it comes to a weapons light. Olight and Streamlight. Those are it. And if either one of them would make a good IR illuminator, I would have one strapped to my rifle right now. But their IR illuminators are this big. They're like, what do you mean? It's compact and tactical. I'm like, no, it weighs 9 pounds and it's this big on the end of my rifle. No thanks. So that's just a hand load for assaulting somebody with. Yeah.
Never seen the copper one.
The copper one is no joke, dude. That's like a core for a nuclear weapon that got launched at Nancy Pelosi tactically earlier today by Patriots because of the 25th Amendment, because of Mike Pence. Monica is cringing right now.
Find the Walmart.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa.
That delayed clap.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz.
That was bright.
Olight is dropping one soon. I would love it if they would. I really would.
You had it on low. Yeah.
No, that's low.
More important than night vision is skill. Work on those night vision limitations too. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Skill beats all, but being able to skillfully see in the night beats all. So our source is a lit up target. I agree as well, Norman Holland. I agree as well. Woof, 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 woof. I hear the murder dog. Justin Ridlin, Baker Creek. Do they currently have seeds? Looking for a TLL TRL1HL for McGlock today. Yep. I love the TLR1HL. In fact, I can't, because of the alphabet daddies, show you this. We're not allowed to anymore. Handle a firearm on a live stream. Can't do it.
No hand on flashy thingy.
However, this is a TLR1 HL. All right, focus. Focus. Hey, can y'all read that? Is that easy to read? Do you like that? Is that good? There it is. TLR1 HL. Big fan. This does happen though. If you actually shoot your gun regularly, which I would recommend. See the lens? Regularly. I think I do need some coffee. You got to take some of that carbon off of there so that the light will actually work. But it works. It works great. There we go. Nailed it. So what I'll tell you what I don't like. I'm not a big fan of. It has nothing to do with the light, but the Bravo concealment holster and most light bearing holsters retain off of the light, not the gun. And that infuriates me because if I ever wanted to carry the gun without the light on it, it doesn't work. The gun just flops around in the Kydex.
Mine is held on by a magnet.
Well, yours is Israeli.
That's true.
So, you know, Jewish cabal, global conspiracy, yeah, all those things.
Yes, it does.
I'm deeply invested in food. Me too. Can you tell? I'm not overweight. I'm just storing calories for the apocalypse. So, Disco Bear. Yep, Joshua, you're correct. Looks like it's time for an intermission. What most think they know is a lie.
Hang on, I gotta get a drink.
IWI on your thigh. Well, not for me. And I don't tend to run things on my thigh either. If it's on my war belt, I will drop it just slightly below my belt line. But that's more to do with the biomechanics of how my body moves if I have a plate carrier and a war belt on at the same time. And I'll just tell you point blank, the biomechanics of my body anymore are not pleasing to me. It's a challenge. It's tough. It's, you know, running has never been my strong suit. My policy, if I'm literally being chased by a bear or a rhinoceros, it's like, no, I would kill it. If I can kill it, I'm not running. If a T-Rex just through the side of the house right now, I'm like, hey, could you grab the AR? The 308's right now. Like, not like, oh my God, I gotta run. Like, that muscle for me is broken. And so my running has always been broken. Triceratops is another story. They're low to the ground. You need close air support for Triceratops. So, but even still, plate carrier, chest rig, and war belt, having the biomechanics of getting the gun out helps having it lower, not a lot lower, but lower on the thigh for me. And you have to clear a spot on wherever your pistol is so that you can actually draw stroke your pistol. Otherwise you draw and you come out like this to get the gun out to hit the target. And you learn that from doing, which is not something I think many people do anymore. They don't do. They buy all the stuff and like, yep, I got it. I'm good to go. I don't have to do anything with it.
And that new drill. It's nice.
You love the X drill, don't you?
Yes, indeed.
That's a good drill. Yeah, we'll be posting that on Patreon soon because the alphabet daddies. See, I think I have a brief clip of just that one.
We got to put a little explainer snippet on Instagram.
As he approaches,
The splainer on Insta.
Yes.
Let's see. What if I like exclusively held my phone up to the thing? You think they can? Yeah. Oh, they can see it.
Yes.
This is a little tiny snippet of the X drill.
Enjoy.
his stance and ready to shoot. First shot.
One-handed. Back to center. Two-handed. In the mud while sliding. One-handed.
Opposite hand.
Other hand. Back to mud while sliding. Malfunction. Cleared the malfunction. Another shot. Back to here. One-handed. Hit. Back to center. Two-handed. Back here. Keeping the pistol pointed in the safe direction. One-handed. Hit. Back to center. Two-handed. Ding, ding. Mo, bro.
Just for the finish.
36.28 segundos. So that's an excerpt from what's coming on Patreon for the X drill, which is a Pat McNamara drill. And I shot it clean twice. Once that time you saw right there, and once in my plate carrier and battle helmet and all my other stuff after rucking for 3 miles in the morning. And let me tell you, my wheels were not working on that drill at all. Like, and so that gets back to the whole, like, well, when the world ends, I'm just going to grab my bug out bag and take off. Okay. Copy that. How many miles a day are you going to get? Because if the answer is like more than 10, I don't think you're gonna. I think we'll follow you with an ambulance, and when you fall over and die, we'll just throw you in it. Because and I'm by no means the be-all, or the golf cart, that's correct, with like 19 solar panels on top of it. You're gonna look like the dude from The Martian with all those solar panels on top of all of his stuff. Just
Hey, solar panels? Well-fed weapons.
solar panels and a 50. Good to go. I don't know if I love this golf cart or if it offends me. Like both. Both. Where are your beard accessories, Bear?
Sitting right here.
I'm gonna say it, but there it is. It's not an ambulance, it's a meat wagon. There you go. Is everything going dark? Yes, James. Yes, it is. Prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. All right. We're going to go on a brief hiatus, an intermission. We're going to let you ladies take over for a moment.
Stop answering emails.
Why are you answering emails?
We always answer.
Aaron emailed me.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There you go. That ain't a concealed penguin, is it, Bear?
Hey, Bear, there's a quick question.
What do you got? Who is it?
Screenshot.
Andrew, Bear Independent, talking to my boss again about masks and how I won't wear one. He suggested I read Titus 3, 1 Peter 2, and Romans 13. Asking in earnest, how do I respond? Sorry, Dudley, that's yours.
No problem. That's why I put a case on it, because I knew I would be handing my phone to you at times.
Let's do that thing where we teach people Torah on the internet while drinking. There's a Torah for that as well. 1 Peter 2. That's John 3. Hebrews.
Coffee.
Titus 3. Remind them to be subject to rulers and authorities, to obey and to be ready for every good work, not to slander anyone, not to be querulous, to be gentle. So you need to tell your boss to shove that verse right in his ass, because this is about believers in Yeshua Messiah, not about the world. Okay, not to slander anyone, not to be quarrelsome, to be gentle, showing all meekness to all men. Remember that meekness does not mean that you're a P word. It means that you contain and restrain the power to utterly destroy somebody, but because of your wisdom and discernment, you do not. That's different than, okay, I'll put these pennies on my face and call them good for the whole populace for the rest of my days. For we ourselves were also once foolish, disobedient, led astray, serving various lusts and pleasures, living in evil and envy, being hated and hating one another. This is talking about the work of Yeshua in your life, which means the authority that you're subjecting yourself to has to reflect the work of Messiah in your life. If it does not, you're not subject to that authority, because you can go all the way 3 verses up from there, Titus 2, verse 11, for the saving gift of Elohim has appeared to all men, instructing us to renounce wickedness and worldly lust and live sensibly, righteously, and reverently in the present age, looking for the blessed expectation and esteemed appearance of the great Elohim and our Savior, Yeshua Messiah, who gave himself for us to redeem us from all lawlessness. Right there in the New Testament. They hide that shit right there in the New Testament in black and white. And to cleanse for himself a people, his own possession, ardent for good works. Speak these matters, urge and convict with all authority. Let no one despise you. So if that's not the authority that you're subjecting yourself to, the directive from El Basso goes straight in your derriere. What's the next one? 1 Peter 2. Don't even start me on 1 Peter 2. Gosh dang, people. Sorry. I know it's not, I don't need to be yelling at him, but I need to be yelling. Timotheos, Thessalonians, 1184 is typically where we find 1 Peter 2, John. Thanks, babe. What are you laughing at? Hey, listen, it's in 3rd Jude, okay? It's in 3rd Jude. That's James. Right there. 1 Peter 2. Having put aside then all evil and deceit and hypocrisies and envyings and all evil words, as newborn babies, desire the unadulterated milk of the word in order that you grow by it. Oh, how interesting. Milk and then meat, if indeed you have tasted that the master is good, drawing near to him, a living stone, rejected indeed by men, but chosen by Elohim and precious. You also, as living stones, are being built up a spiritual house, a set apart priesthood, to offer up spiritual slaughter offerings acceptable to Elohim through Yeshua Messiah. Because it is contained in the scriptures, see, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, chosen, precious, and he who believes on him shall by no means be put to shame. This preciousness then is for you who believe, but to those who are disobedient, the stone which the builder rejected has become the chief cornerstone, and a stone of stumbling and a rock that makes for falling, who stumble because they are disobedient to the word which they also were appointed. Tell your boss to shove that in his asshole.
I don't even understand where he's going with that one. I could kind of see where he was cherry picking the first one.
Oh, no. Who stumble because they are disobedient to the word.
Yeah, but to the word, not to the man.
No, capital W word, the word made flesh, Yeshua HaMashiach, who never said put panties on your face to appease a political party. But you are a chosen race, a set apart royal priesthood, a set apart nation, a people for possession, that you should proclaim the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light, who were once not a people, but now the people of Elohim. This is about Gentile believers in Messiah, who had not obtained compassion, but now obtained compassion. Beloved ones, I appeal to you as sojourners and pilgrims, because there is one Torah for the Israelite and the sojourner within his gates, per Deuteronomy, to abstain from fleshly lusts which battle against your soul, your being, having your behavior among the nations good, so that when they speak against you as evildoers, let them, by observing your good works, esteem Elohim in a day of visitation, but subject to every institution of man, because of the master, whether to be sovereign as supreme or as governors, or those who are sent by him for the punishment of doers of evil and to praise for those who do good, because such is the desire of Elohim, that by doing good you should be put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. By doing good, not because of men, but because of Messiah, which we're going to touch on here in a moment. Respect all, love the brotherhood, fear Elohim, respect the king. Servants, be subjected to your masters with all fear. Not, are you a slave? Because that's a whole nother story. I would ask your boss that as well. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and the gentle, but also to the crooked ones. For this is favor, this is grace, if because of conscience towards Elohim, anyone bears up under grief, suffering unrighteously. For what credit is there in enduring a beating when you sin? But if you suffer for doing good and you endure, this finds favor with Elohim. For this you were called, because Messiah also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow in his steps. In his steps, who committed no sin, and no deceit was found in his mouth. I don't even need to read the rest of this. Who being reviled did not revile in return, but committed himself to him who judges righteously, who hung upon the stake. For you were dead in your sins, so that you might live unto righteousness. For you were like sheep who had gone astray, but have now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your souls. You are subjected to the authority of Messiah as the ruler over your life, not your boss. What's the last one? And Romans 13. Oh, I'm familiar with that one. Then I'm going to the porch for a moment because I'm screaming at the alphabets. Sorry. I really do. I love y'all. I really do. But you asked. Let every soul be in subjection to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from Elohim, and the authorities that exist are appointed by Elohim. Romans is written.
Go for it.
We love when people just spin them up.
The camera's on me. I can't do it. Romans was written by Shaul of Tarsus, aka the Apostle Paul, to the Gentile believers in Rome who were being oppressed by the Yahudim, the Jews, who were not believers in Messiah in Rome. So heathens who, per the book of Acts, had to be told, we would love to have y'all come to our church, but first, quit screwing each other in public. No fornication. Quit bowing down to false idols. Please stop killing things via strangulation and stop bathing in blood. No, this was not a horror movie. This is what they told these actual people. Acts 15 verses 15 through 19. Okay. No whoring and fornication, no idolatry, no strangulation, no blood. And then in the New Testament, from the mouth of Paul, go to the temple on the Sabbath and hear the words of Moses. Yeah. Acts 15 verses 15 through 19. Romans was written to those people. Hey, we love y'all, but even though you are fully justified in your belief in Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, these Jews are pressuring you to do Jewish stuff. And salvation doesn't come through identity. It doesn't come through works. It comes through belief. But belief will spur you on to good works. So the authorities, let every being be in subject to the governing authorities. This is not the CIA and the IRS. This is the Yahudim, the Pharisees, the scribes, the Sadducees, the high priests. For there is no authority except from Elohim. Exactly, because the entire context of Romans is that these people, the Yahudim, the Jews, were given a gift of the Torah of stewarding the Father's words until Messiah came, until now, so that the Gentiles might have belief due to the unbelief of the Yahudim, which is the whole crux of the issue, the whole back and forth that the Jews didn't believe. And because the Jews didn't believe, Yeshua had to come to punch them in the face, restore the Father's word to the people. And because of the grace that was brought, because of Yeshua, that grace went out in Acts chapter 10. No, you can't eat bacon. Acts chapter 10, out to the world, which part of which was Rome, filled with heathens who are now receiving this. The authorities is not Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That's not what this is talking about in context here. So either fix your boss or find a new one. I'm going to the porch.
Mic drop.
Praise Yah. And look, we only lost 4,000 viewers. That's cool.
No,
Don't care.
400.
Don't care.
You're right.
This thing, it's in my way, and how do I don't know how to.
Step over it, big butt.
Ugh.
You didn't get over it.
I didn't?
No.
And what it's time for, was it church pew bitches?
Parts.
Church pew. It wouldn't come out. Church pew bitches.
The pew pew bitches.
Oh, pew pew.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Pew pew.
nice.
All right, whatever
Even
floats
better.
your boat. I'm going to the porch for a moment. This
All right.
is my hat, right?
I borrowed it.
So it is my hat. You
Yeah.
were just using. Okay. Sorry,
Don't mess with the crowd.
the princess is over here.
It's on there, very good. Look,
Hang on.
It's actually
I gotta do like
It
the.
has those, like,
it has little things where you can put. No, it actually just like little holes that you put things in. So it has like 4 bobby
Okay.
pins in all
Dun
directions.
dun dun dun.
Theme music?
Wow,
What?
that's quite special, actually. I feel like we need a bugle at least.
Hey, Phil, can I have my cup?
Got a little baby show.
Do you? I ordered one
Somebody just said, "Happy birthday, bear."
last Sukkot, which is finally shipped.
Oh, wow.
That's okay. I don't, what's that?
What was
5
it?
months?
What
Did
was
you?
it?
Hello, hello.
That's awesome.
I really.
I want to have shofar
Jelly of your
competitions.
crown.
I'll get you one.
Sundown on Friday.
I don't wear my
I
hair.
buy things from that place we're not allowed to talk about anymore. I don't wear my hair like this except for when
I can do it really
I have a
well.
crown.
Yes, he's going out for a cigar.
Awesome. This whole time you've
I got
wondered.
one in
Now
the
you
truck.
know.
He's gotta go
Yeah.
get his.
You're a shofartist. BRB.
No, Keith, they're not doing that. Wait, oh yeah. I love your cup.
I had to let that one through.
Larry's an asshole.
Who? What?
I don't know.
Who's Larry? What'd Larry do?
Badger deleted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Badger
he
got
had-
it. I didn't see it. Bear right back. Yep, he'll be right back. Well, he won't be right back.
You
He'll
got
be
bedazzled.
he'll be 2 cigared back. I am bedazzled. Yes, I call myself a princess all the time whenever I like ask for super high maintenance things because I'm kind of high maintenance.
Mhm.
And my husband like does all kinds of stuff for me that most husbands wouldn't do.
All kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah. So
He does. He does put up with a
he
lot.
puts up with a lot. So I figured that if I was going to act like a princess, I should at least
You
have
might
a
as well
crown.
look
So
like
when I
one.
say kind of bitchy things that are like, it's hot in here. I know you just got in bed, but I know I told you to turn the heat on, but now I'm hot. Can you get up and go turn it down?
Yeah.
Like often things like that. Like I can just be like,
Yeah. See, Bear
I
doesn't,
admit it.
Bear doesn't
You
do
need
any
anything?
of that.
No.
Yeah,
Going
I've
to
like
bed?
never,
Oh, can you give me a bottle of water?
I've never like gotten my own water, turned any temperatures different ways. I always go, I had 6 kids for you. Like, and I was really sick.
Yeah.
I can use it like forever.
Mm-hmm. Special ops get the laptops. I don't know.
I don't know. The thing is, I'm not sure I mean, I don't know. They're supposed to get the laptop. I mean, so many people saw that laptop and like sat in front of the laptop before the laptop got taken
Right.
that I don't feel like it was like that special of a laptop.
Mm-hmm. Who done it? I don't know. Let's play Clue, y'all.
What do you use for anaphylactic shock? Benadryl and epinephrine. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a shot of anaphylactic shock, the only thing you can do is Benadryl and then adrenaline. So an EpiPen. Epinephrine. I can't ever say that word. Epinephrine.
Epinephrine.
Somebody asked, do we party every night? No, we do not.
No. We've
No.
tried
Yeah.
and then like
And we
Sukkot-
died.
That's
Like,
Sukkot.
Like Sukkot,
Yeah.
we're way too old to do that much.
we died.
No, and sometimes we have a week, sometimes when there's just special things happening too much, and then we're like, Okay, we gotta cool it.
Yeah.
You guys want the other side of the cup says something too. So
So
you
we
guys saw
hang out all the time. So there are times we get tired of each other. We're like, go away.
Can you read that? Go away. Election 2020, the one where my vote didn't count.
I will.
And then the other side, if people didn't see it, says, oh, oh. I thought this was hilarious. Just got shot in the left ear. Oh.
No, you got shot in the left ear.
You can't do anything for the ear. A little gauze, cover. Remember we learned cover.
Yeah.
You don't do anything. You
Gauze
just
and
cover.
wrap. Yep. Same thing with your eyeball.
You don't tourniquet the neck.
You do not tourniquet the neck. Sukkot 2021. Yeah, we need to start detoxing now.
I know.
Epi first. Who trained you? Most people, Benadryl first. Sorry. I mean, it depends on how much of anaphylaxis you're talking about. Like, yeah, Epi. But most people are having an anaphylactic reaction. Don't look like that.
Mm-mm.
They don't actually look like I can't breathe. Like you just start kind of scratching your neck and you kind of start coughing more, and you don't realize you're having an anaphylactic reaction when you actually are.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the thing. I have anaphylactic reactions to a lot of things. They've seen me have anaphylactic reactions.
I had one when I
and
was
Benadryl. If you can get Benadryl on board immediately, you can do it. Yeah, I mean it depends on, but anaphylaxis is not just what it looks like in the movies, and that's what a lot of people think it looks like. They think it's like like a heart attack. Like heart attacks don't look like it looks in the movies either. They look nothing like that when they're actually happening.
Allie Teal wants marriage advice.
Marriage advice. Well, I've been married for 25 years, and I haven't divorced him or killed him yet. So, no, our secret is when I get mad, he gets me pregnant, and then I can't talk for 10 months or 11 months. So it helps.
Might be worth advice ever.
For those that don't know, Renee gets severely,
I get
severely sick.
So much morning sickness that I can't talk. So yeah,
That's how he shuts you up.
that's how he shuts me up, is that I get severe morning sickness. As a nurse, I laugh at movies a lot. Oh, especially CPR. Yeah, I'm not a nurse. But yeah, the things that happen in movies, like forget when you talk about labor in a movie, like everybody's water breaks and they instantly are in transition and crowning, like every time.
10-pound baby.
Yeah. You're like, and it's a 5-month-old. Yeah. And it's very clean.
SAC 4498 with training. So we are going to have some medical kits available for training.
Yeah.
But basically, we ran into the issue with doing training and our onslaught of orders that pretty much if you ordered a bear fac at training, you got it quicker than if you had been waiting for a bear fac. So we stopped because that's just, it's not fair, quite frankly. So we will have some available, but it's basically going to determine, or what we have available is going to be determined by pretty much what I have extra after all orders are filled. So
fulfilling training before we were fulfilling orders sometimes.
Yeah. And that's not right.
We felt,
it's not right. So we're not doing it. Just like people waiting 30 days for their USPS priority mail shipment
and they're like,
arrive.
it says in pre-shipment.
It's not right.
And I'm like, I promise you, we have nothing sitting here in the office. There is nothing in pre-shipment. The label prints and it is picked up like immediately.
I cut Bear's hair. He did go to a barber a few times, but this last
when
time
he gets
I
like
cut
randomly mad in the middle of the day at work, he'll go to the barber around the corner. Somebody gave you a bear pack. That's cool.
a nice gift.
That's awesome. What's the lead time on multicam?
So actually I have multicam in stock.
Oh, that's right, the Jolly Green Giant.
Sorry. Yep. Yeah, so I do have multicam fax and mins in stock.
Mrs. Bear has her own channel, so
I just don't post anything.
yeah. Somebody said there should be a Mrs. Bear series. Well, there is. There's a lot of Hummy videos. Like there was a time when it was like what, on Mondays or Tuesdays, there was always like a Hummy and Bear sitting on the porch thing.
Right.
But there isn't that much anymore.
No,
because
I
y'all started
kinda got
ordering too
pulled
much
from
stuff.
YouTube. Like
You got
T
pulled.
pulled me
Yeah, people are
because
assholes.
people are assholes and all
Don't-
other trolls.
You can be
made-
an asshole to a lot of people. You cannot be an asshole to
Right.
her because Bear will kill
Right.
you.
There were some trolls that made comments, and that was back when T actually read comments, and so they affected him. And
But she does have her own channel. It's called Hummy Biscuits.
Yeah.
But she doesn't post there. So if you all like just go there and just like comment like all the time.
Right.
And then like on every video, and it might like encourage her to make more videos. There is a back porch bitches over there.
this is just a lot more natural. Like this is at least like
This is like in the
halfway
living room.
having a conversation with somebody. Because I mean, just like talking at a blank item is kind of weird. So thank you so much. Yeah, we're doing 15% off right now.
Somebody said
Tactical.
the House voted yes to remove Trump via the 25th Amendment. Actually, the House cannot remove Trump via the 25th Amendment. They voted a non-binding resolution, which basically means nothing because there's nothing to bind it. There's nothing to make them do it. To request that Pence please enact the 25th Amendment. The 25th Amendment can only be done by the Vice President and the Cabinet. It has nothing to do with Congress. So basically, they are just wasting their time today talking about nothing that means nothing, that has zero power to do anything, instead of actually passing real laws and things that people want.
I'm trying to scare Pence instead of pay us $2,000.
Right.
Yeah, Pence declined. Of course, Pence declined.
Mhm.
They've known it was doing it. Yeah, it's like this
Right.
whole thing of like these resolutions that are brought up. They've been talking about them for 4 or 5 days before they happen, and then they vote on them. It's not like they all of a sudden Pence was like, oh my gosh, they did what? They asked if I should do it, and they made it like official, like on TV, and there's lots of blah blah blahs and legalese of whatever, and it was just,
You can eat.
it's just dumb. Just dumb.
Yeah.
Do you guys eat together or separate? How much food does it take? Well, it just depends. If you volunteer to cook for everybody, then everybody eats together. And if you're like, I'm taking care of my family, sucks for you, then we don't.
Right.
No, it's totally like a, whatever's going on.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
And it's just like normally with anybody's friends. Like sometimes you're like, eat before you come. I'm not cooking for everybody. And some nights you're like, I feel like making my favorite thing for everybody. So
when all kids are involved in everything,
we're
it's
25, potentially 25
yeah.
people. Especially
If we have no one visiting,
nobody visiting, we're like 18. Yeah. But we're us. So
that's a lot of people to cook for once a week in theory.
And so for me, cooking for 25 people sounds totally normal. And I had to realize this, that if you come from a large family, I have 6 kids, there's always kids there. I regularly cook for 10 or 12 people. That's that's the normal serving. So doubling my recipe is nothing. If you cook for 2 people, doubling your recipe to 4 feels like nothing. So for me, cooking for 20 people is I don't get it. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's so hard. You don't have to figure it out. I'm like, I don't know, you just make more food. So it's very different coming from a large family. To me, 20 people is not a lot of people to cook for. It's just you just doubled it.
No. To me, it's a lot. And unless it's a one pot meal, I don't enjoy doing it.
And the leftovers last a while.
Yeah. Because we always cook too much. We always cook too much.
Well, we definitely sometimes just call potluck instead of actually signing up, which would be an organized thing to do with the spreadsheet. So one person brings the main, and other people bring the sides, and a few people bring desserts. We just say, whatever, bring what you want. And we end up with 7 full meals.
And then we leave all the meals at one house.
Why did we leave all?
Because Harmony's fridge is full of meals.
Yeah. favorite way to do a leg of lamb. So, yeah, the only way like we have done lamb is either sausage or over a fire or ground. Like,
yeah.
I mean, well, we've had a couple of steaks, but
yeah, they like cut off some parts and do a little grill, but
Right.
normally it's roasted on a.
But we didn't have a big enough lambing season last spring that we could basically that we had extra, like they were accounted for, and we have 2 females from that lambing season that have carried over to increase our
the
available
girls,
use.
The girls get to stay alive, not
Right.
the boys.
Well, but even like pretty much after this lambing season, we're finally going to be in a position with expecting
Right. We
another
only eat
10
them
to
for like
16
Passover,
lambs.
Sukkot. Like there aren't
Right.
enough extra for us to just have lamb on a weekly or monthly basis. Like we only basically eat lamb for a special occasion. They even got for the wedding. So I was like, the wedding one was all grilled.
There's me.
He
Mhm.
grilled and roasted it.
Yeah,
It was really good.
we pre-butchered that. So,
You'll have
I've done that before.
and stumps, roots, and shoots.
I've done that before.
Oh yeah. We don't do videos very much either. Like once a month.
We butchered a zebu. No, because we have 3 females
crazy.
and a male.
Yeah,
Like,
3 females and a male, and they're
it's the beginnings of a breeding program. So that's something like
you don't
like
buy
yeah,
one
like
and
when
kill it.
you get into homesteading, unless you specifically purchased one for that designation, it's all about sustainability.
Right. Some people just buy
And-
like 1 cow, feed it until it grows up, and then kill it.
And
Like,
that's yeah.
but
and
they're
that's
buying
their
it like
cow
on
for
the.
year.
They're literally buying it on the hoof.
Right. Right.
Find
But for the
the cow.
most part, when you're starting out, it's an investment. It is, you're not going to get a return until like year 2, 3. I mean, because you have to think, like we started with lambs. We had a breeding pair and they were pregnant. The ewe was, and then that got decimated. There's a whole story on that. Saddest day on the homestead.
Oh yeah,
Go check
it's
it
a
out.
video.
It's yeah. So like
Couldn't have made
our
another, almost made another
investment
one the
got
other day.
annihilated.
Yeah.
And so what do? You either quit or you pick up your boots and you continue. So we got more, and we continued. But this is our 2nd lambing season. This is
Had
year
3 babies. So
2, yeah, year 2, I think, of lambs, and we were finally in a position that we're gonna have extra. So yeah, but that's part of that question, like first timer homesteading, like you think it's gonna be
you get to like eat everything the first year. Like you're
Right,
gonna
like
be able to
you're-
fill your freezer.
right. You're
and-
gonna be self-sustaining that first year, and you're not. It's
No, we do not live
it's
together.
a process. No,
Somebody keeps asking. We do not live together.
no, we live
live near each other.
close.
Yeah.
We live close to
We
each
all
other.
live in our own
We're neighbors.
places, and we live near each other. Where's
Do y'all
Waldo?
do any
Yeah, they would
fermenting
where
preservation?
I
You
do.
Yeah.
I do. Who asked that? Yes. I have done all the fermenting at some point. I actually just got water kefir grains today that came in the mail. If you guys don't, Cultures for Health has great like freeze dried cultures and stuff, which is great for prepping too, to like keep a sourdough culture that's freeze dried. It lasts forever. And anyway, so yeah, I've done like sauerkraut and kimchi, and I've done lots of like kefir and water milk kefir. So my favorite is, and I love to make this, is green cabbage and Granny Smith apples. It's really good. Just salted.
That sounds like
It has this sweet sour thing that goes on. Anyway, yes, I've
That-
also done my own apple
that
cider vinegar.
slaw
I'm
that-
trying to think. Oh
Matt
yeah,
Kelp made-
that
That was
yeah.
delicious.
Mad Kelp made some killer
But
slaw.
that didn't have cabbage in it, did it?
It was apples. I may have had cabbage in it. Cucumbers, maybe. I don't know. It was so good.
Yeah.
And maybe he can tell us what was in this law.
No, yeah, you don't let them become pets. And we do name ours,
I was
but
gonna say, yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with killing Tim Tina. Like,
I was like Tim Tina. Okay, so when the lamb came out, they thought it was Tina. No, that was Tim.
When a boy lamb is first born, like
Yeah.
their little ball sack hasn't quite dropped down yet. So usually
there's a
you
story,
have to
just-
give it at least like 30 minutes to an hour
And they
before.
didn't.
Yeah,
It was
and-
Aspen. Somebody named it
Yeah.
Tina, and then they figured out it was really Tim.
It was
And
a boy.
so now they just call it Tim Tina because
Right. It's not actually like we did have.
they did have a Tim Tina.
No, we
But
called
not
him
Tim
BD, broke dick, because
Isn't that what we ate for the wedding?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure. That's not a good thing to eat on the wedding. Like that's. There's so many problems with that. Sorry, Yankee. I just dawned on me. But it was, I mean, Yankee saw him born. So
but yeah, with broke dick, he just like
No, he wasn't born here.
basically like
yeah, it wasn't the one.
when he was born, his penis didn't fully like like
We needed Tim Tina tactical sticker.
right. He didn't have like a full penis, but he had balls, and
He was a little broken. He was
a little broken. So,
But yeah, that's kind of bad. Yeah, that's kind of bad luck maybe for the wedding. Anyway, you never know. Poor choices. I don't know. I'm trying to catch up on other things. Giraffes. Yes, we can eat giraffes.
right,
I've never had the
I don't
choice to eat a giraffe.
think
but
I'd
you
want-
can.
right.
But I mean, is it really any different than like anything else? I mean, if it came as like a fillet with like some hollandaise sauce on top of it and some asparagus on the side, you'd probably try it. Like, you're not going to be like, give me that one, you know. But we can eat locusts too, right? Isn't it like a lot of locusts? Like all the bended, but they're like the grasshoppers, the reverse bend leg thing. You can eat all those.
Mhm.
They are clean. Is there any hope for Trump? No, I do not think there's any hope for Trump. Trump even today talked about
No,
the 25th Amendment for Biden. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody's kind of like, moving on.
it's done. It's just it's done.
Yes, I do think the Civil War is coming or something of that. What is your opinion on tattoos? I'm not sure.
I have two.
I have one. I want more.
I got one.
I believe
Yeah.
as long as you do not get them for the dead, which most people do. And that's the thing people are like, most people get tattoos still to this day in honor of, in memory of something. And so it specifically says you're not to do that. But, and some people believe in the comma or not. I believe in the comma. I believe you can get a tattoo as long as it's not for the dead. But I think everybody has to be convicted differently on that, because when you read it, it's one of those, to me, like very minor things. And it's not a salvation issue.
No, we're not related.
Nope.
Nope.
We only met
We talked once prior to meeting, and then
6.5
met.
months ago.
Mhm.
6 months and like what's 12 days.
June-ish.
It was like
No,
June
July.
5th. June 5th.
Oh,
June 5th.
yeah, it was June.
Got here June 5th. Trump is just lulling them into false security. Yeah. He's got plans. He's got plans, and his plans have plans, and his plans. Ooh, crackpot shredded red cabbage, pink ladies, onions, kielbasa, beef broth,
That
and
sounds
dark
really
beer.
good.
That sounds amazing. I need to like screenshot that. I love kielbasa. They make a really good turkey, natural turkey kielbasa that you can get at the store. And I love it. I actually make a lot of things with turkey kielbasa. It even has a clean exterior, whatever.
Casing.
Is there a women's retreat? We're behaving. Hey,
I don't know whose man that is. I mean, the woman that has him is
The sexy
extremely
man
lucky.
that just passed by.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'm just reading the cop. Anyway, yeah, he was here.
Can you guys shoot? Yes, we can shoot.
Yes.
I'll murder your face.
We actually are having a ladies shooting day tomorrow. Yep. Yay. Okay. Yes, he should
We
start.
do it in the morning, not in the afternoon. My afternoon shit.
I have to go to Fort Smith.
Horses.
Okay, so I was answering another question on here and I lost it by the behavior selves and the sexy man. Oh, women's retreat. Yes, there is a women's retreat coming. I have to get through the men's retreat first, and then I will focus on everything in the women's retreat. But there is already a date for that. Okay. I saw something else that I was like, we should answer that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Where's the Papa Bear? The men are smoking the cigars.
Yeah.
Do we homeschool? Oh yeah, homeschool. Yes, we are homeschool. I homeschool a lot. I've homeschooled a lot.
Yeah,
For a long time. 20 years.
20 years.
This is my 20th year homeschooling. It is their first year.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have a Renee.
Anyway, no. Yeah, I have older kids too. So yeah, this is my 20th year. And I graduated one. I had one that went to public school for a short period of time and graduated.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are still doing it.
Yeah.
Received your new homeschooling books today. That's like Christmas. Open that box of new books. To me, I'm like that with any book though, like Amazon books. Like I love books. They haven't even seen all my books yet, y'all.
I'm not a reader.
Soon. I went from 20 bookshelves down to like 8 bookshelves to move into a tiny house.
Is there an application process to join you guys' community? So we don't have a community. Number one, like y'all, this is not something that you can get a membership to.
Yah brought everybody who's
by
here.
the grace of Yah,
Yeah.
we have been surrounded by great people, and that is, in all honesty, how people have gotten here.
Yeah, nobody's like tried to.
Right. And those that have failed miserably. Like it has not been good. So we have fellowship and we have neighbors. And that is what we have. We do not have a
intentional
community.
Yeah.
Right.
Favorite sourdough starter. I was gonna say anybody would do that. I have made my own sourdough a lot in the past, but I have a lot of people with gluten allergies, and I have tried making the gluten-free sourdough version. I think it's awful. I do have one. I have both I get Cultures for Health is where I get all of my starters from. They have multiple different kinds, whether you like it more sour or not. But you can also they have a gluten-free sourdough culture that you can get to have on hand, and you can always grab it yourself in your air, depending on what area you're in. Florida was horrible about grabbing your own yeast, but you can actually start your own sourdough culture based on your environment. So I don't think you need it. I think sourdough is gross. The sourdough, I think it depends on the culture. If you get like San Francisco sourdough, it's super sour. Like it's like makes your mouth pucker. I don't like that kind either, but making it yourself, you can do a lot of different things with it. Gluten allergy is a myth. Huh. Okay. I think that's their name. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like their name. It totally threw me off. Not the comment, because it's like not a comment. It's like the person's name is gluten allergy. Anyway.
Yeah, it has no idea.
Anyway, very sour. Love it. Yes. How do you get rid of bugs in rice?
DE.
We put DE in all of our things.
Yeah, so all of our dry goods that we bag ourselves gets DE. And DE is basically super minute crystallized razor knife that anything with a exoskeleton, it's going to shred to bits. Basically all your dry grains, bugs. So
everything that we bucket up gets
yeah.
Some people say if you're super clean stuff, then you don't have to worry about it. Like depending on where you get it from. Some people just put it in everything. It doesn't hurt you at all. No. And the dead bugs.
Food grade.
Yeah, get food grade.
Yeah, food grade DE. But yes,
you can like detox and do stuff.
Yeah, diatomaceous earth. That's what DE stands for.
Yes, diatomaceous earth. It's very weird, but it's cool. Or it's a small bag, just freeze it for a few days. Yes, you can do the freezing process. The difference with the freezing process is the center has to get frozen for 72 hours. So if you have a big bag, or people even try to put like a 5-pound bag of anything in there, like it's going to take, it's not just 72 hours. It's the center frozen for 72 hours.
I thought it was like frozen, thaw, frozen.
Oh, I've always heard that you have to have the center had to be frozen.
Well, I think it does, but then I think you thaw and then.
Oh, I've never done that. I always thought it was just freeze. Well, like that would just take forever. I always buy things. I mean, as being a big family, I never bought 5 pounds of like anything. 20 pounds is kind of the basic, or 50 pounds when it comes to anything. It's like a grain. So I could never freeze stuff, but if you do, it's definitely possible to do it, especially if you're buying like 1 or 2 pound bags. Yeah. And even if you just rebagged it yourself and froze it, my freezers are always packed. So I don't really have the room to do it either.
They met each other in Walmart? No, we didn't.
Oh no, she met somebody else in Walmart who's like
me and Granny B.
Yeah, her and Granny B.
And Granny B met in Walmart. It was a fabulous channel, by the way.
Any suggestions on storing sesame seeds? I thought you could. I just put mine in a mason jar. I use them pretty quick though.
Julie, chew tobacco.
And no. And you don't have to use a lot of DE. It's not a ton. Tobacco. It's like a quarter cup to 5 pounds or something like that. It's a lot.
You're not too late, Gary. You're just
saw
in
that
time.
Ogie.
You're just.
I know. I want some. If he's on here, I don't know if he is. You have to. If you just Google the ratio, it comes up, but it's not much. It's like when we do like a whole big, huge tote of it, we only use like a cup or 2. So like it's not. I think it's like a quarter cup to 5 or 10 pounds or something. It's not much. It's a powder, so it goes like everywhere. So be careful with it. Like wear a mask. Wear a mask. Just wear a mask because it's or do it outside or something because it is a powder. It comes out, but yeah, it's not much. The ratio, like if you got like a 5 or 8 pound bag of food grade DE, it would probably last you forever. Like because 5 pounds is huge because it's so light.
It's a super fine.
It's super fine. Yeah.
Super fine.
Do you all do any canning?
Yes, we do. There are videos.
I don't can as much as I would like to because I'm like a full-time job, but I always imagine I'm going to can way more. I can stock a lot. That's one of my big ones because that's something I use and I hate to have to cook for so long. Uh-oh, Ben, who are we yelling at?
Get him, Ben. Get him.
Do you think a blackout is possible soon? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt rolling blackouts. I wouldn't doubt cell phones going down.
Anything.
I mean, really, it's 2021.
But the difference is true information.
Right. I mean, anything is possible. But is it going to last? Like, is it going to be like this giant EMP, blackout and for 10 days and straight? Like, I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to it's going to be that much different than last year. Like, I would like it to be, I would love for the emergency alert to go off right now and us all be like, let's go to war. Like, not that I want that to happen, but the fulfillment of like, it really happened. We're going to change the world kind of a thing is there, but I don't think so. I just don't think it's really going to happen. What's the crown all about? I'm a princess. That's all. I want to
She's
wear a
the
crown.
queen bee.
She's the queen.
Queen
I'm just the
bat?
princess. Queen bat now. Close to the mouse house. I used to live near the mouse house. I had children born near the mouse house. I guess that mouse house. It depends which one now. EMP would be like seriously permanent breakdown
Best
for
all
couple days.
around color or camo for all seasons. Roby, are you really asking me like us this question?
Well, you shouldn't ask Bear because he can't see color. So we haven't stopped. I had a little jiggle there with the crown. It's starting to move. It's getting loose.
I mean, it definitely all depends on your terrain. And it does. It really does. Like, I'm not just being a smart ass here.
Like, we're not going just for like the matchy. It should match
No.
like what kind of clothes, like what season are you? What's your colors? Like,
right.
it really
But it
should matter. Technically
should
should be camo. Like, it's meant to be camouflaged. In
right.
one
Like
area.
you
Match
should
it.
have.
If you
pretty
live in
much-
Alaska, you should not buy multicam.
Right. You'd probably buy better with OD green.
Or even coyote.
I go OD green. Alaska is very like wetland. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like rainforesty. In most of
I was thinking the snow. Like, I was thinking more about the snow, the white.
snow is white. That'd be urban camo.
That'd be urban camo. There's a name for that one. I really want the
There
pink
is.
one.
My boyfriend had a truck that was painted urban camo,
Camo.
and we called it the fat cow. Because it was basically white, gray, and black. So yeah, we called it the fat cow.
Jeans are the best camo in like a normal city. Jean it's probably the best camo.
But yeah, wintertime, I would go probably with the multicam or coyote.
Yeah.
And then spring, summer time, I would say OD. Again,
Right.
Multicam. Because
Yeah.
it kind of depends on where you are.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about everything going on right now?
That's a lot of question there. Everything
lot of
going. Be more specific. Everything going on right now. Everything going on like. To me, there's like the. Like, so, you always talk about the micro and the macro and the like. To me, there's different levels of what's going on right now.
There is different levels of what are going on right now, but to me, it's so far it's just a bunch of like, for the most part, over exaggeration, hearsay, like fake media. So to get a true realistic view of what is actually going on, you have to take a really, really big step back. And so far, I'm not super scared.
It's not my birthday. I'm just wearing your crown because it's Tuesday, y'all. They're calling us their birthday? No.
Yeah.
No, it's just.
Now, are my spidey senses heightened? Yes. Like, I am alerted, but as of right now, I'm not scared.
Right. We're still living a relatively normal life, except for we probably watch the news more than we've ever watched it, in the last year or two.
That's true.
But like, we're still all going to work, shipping packages, planning men's retreats, doing like, we haven't really changed how we do our daily life.
Right. You just have to keep trucking until somebody blows your tire.
Negative Nancy over there.
You just keep on going.
Yeah.
Plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Right.
Kind of what we do every day. Plan for the
Okay.
worst.
Make it the best day that you possibly can.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, and that's like entirely what prepping is. Like, plan for it, but then keep having normalcy as long as you can.
Right. That's
Yeah,
why
we got
prep
training in
for
2 weeks.
normalcy.
We got men's retreat this weekend. We got so much stuff going on. Do you feel like viewers should stock up on food before this possible insurrection attack takes place? If you
are a viewer and you have not stocked up on food yet, then you must have literally just gotten here.
Yeah, if you've only been here for less than 3 months, we can give you a pass on like not stocking up on food.
Not with the way.
I mean, not having a year, like not having a year's worth. Like if you're still working on it, but if you like have less than 2 weeks worth of food in your house right now, just unsubscribe. You're not
or go buy groceries.
Just you're not. I mean, if they've been here for longer than 3 months and they have less than 2 weeks worth of food in their house, they're not getting it. Or you're not watching enough videos. Like you're subscribers, you're not watching. But if you've been watching, yeah.
Okay, Jeff, but have you grown them in your greenhouse before? Like, do you have a backup plan in case you fail miserably at your greenhouse?
Grow some in your greenhouse. What is he growing? I missed it.
I don't know.
Oh.
He just said he was going to grow he was planning on growing food in his greenhouse.
Oh, grow food in his greenhouse. Well, yeah. And if his greenhouse is lush and gorgeous and growing all kinds of stuff right now, then I totally believe you.
Yeah.
But I'm not counting on my garden to feed me, and I like vegetables.
No, don't grow tobacco.
No.
Oh,
She
yeah.
tried once.
Tobacco.
And
Do
failed
you have
miserably.
Greenhouse.
They want to know, do we have a problem with black people? No.
Absolutely not.
Who's asking this question?
Who
you
is
obviously are
asking this
new.
question? Absolutely not.
Yeah. We're going to watch
up. I grew
watch
up
you, Joe.
like with several friends that lived in the projects, and I myself lived next to
Lovely,
them.
lovely.
And so no, I was most of the black girls and boys' favorite little white girl because they could play with my hair and I talked funny and yeah. So absolutely no racism.
No, not in this.
On this side of the screen.
Not even a discussion. Growing tobacco was hard work. Yeah, TJ, what it was like.
Todd asked. Of course, Todd.
I mean, is that a new sticker? We're going to have a Todd sticker.
I don't know. Steven kind of left.
I know.
He might have got
Probably has
buried in the compost pile.
Probably is a different name. Trying to keep up. Tried growing tomatoes in my living room under grow lights this winter. Major fail. Yeah, it's hard to grow in the winter. My daughter's
it's extremely hard to grow.
Is still there. She did a little start. I don't even know what it is. Some herb from botany class, and it still has a grow light on it. It's still growing. It's not basil. It was something else. Like it's barely grown. It's like this big. I don't know what it is, but it's there's a grow light. It sits on it. We've had to replace the bulb multiple times now because it's from several months ago. It stays on 24 hours.
But yeah, I mean, anything to do with homesteading is hard. Like that's why you have to do it, is because you are gonna fail. Like the first time is not gonna be this 300-pound harvest that's gonna feed you all year. Like it's not.
I had so many cucumbers that died last spring. It was like ridiculous. Every time I had this huge ladder. I did this Pinteresty thing where I found an old rickety ladder and grew my cucumbers like growing on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was like, awesome. I saw all these little cucumbers, but I had it growing on a ladder, y'all, that like couldn't really move because of, you can't just like pick it up it's in the ground and it's growing up the ladder. So what do you think happens? A hurricane hits and all my little cucumbers fell off. I was so mad. And then like a couple weeks later, another one hits right when they all come back out. I was so mad. I wanted those cucumbers really bad. Really want those cucumbers. Where the heck are you guys hearing the Insurrection Act getting signed? It's everywhere. It says the Insurrection Act was signed, whether it wasn't. Nothing's happening.
It's the same as like the Paris and Vatican, or the Vatican blackout.
The Vatican blackout, and the Pope getting arrested.
Being arrested.
It's like, everywhere and it's nowhere. Like
it's Sway. Search, research, note your sources. Like there's
great,
a lot
Trisha.
of bullshit
1 month is awesome.
out there. There's a lot of bullshit.
Diva, Major Ken, I feel like you're setting us up here. I feel like it. I feel like this is a setup and you've been here before. Diva Cup, yes.
That's awesome, Rain Cat.
Rain Cat, where's Rain Cat? I missed it.
She said we bought $350 worth of food. That won't work, Leslie.
Oh, I'm trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm. Prepare.
Yep. It's over for Trump. I agree. I wish it wasn't. I think it's over for him as president. I don't think it's over from him because he's not going to go away quietly at all. Like it's like, stirring the lion, literally. Person. Like he's not a quiet person and he holds a grudge. I feel like I feel like I could easily say he holds a grudge, and so he's going to take over the media. He's going to take over, he's just got to figure out what his next thing is that he's going to decide to do and move to buy a private island and go move there. Cause that's his choice. Right. Like he either is going to be Trump, I think forever, or he has to completely disappear because he is going to be hounded and made the devil for a long time.
Now FEMA is technically in control because
it's
emergency declaration.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the emergency declaration.
Right.
Was to be able to, you can spend federal money on, basically the National Guard and all the people you can spend money if you have that act, the emergency act. It's all a money thing. It doesn't actually change anything.
Right.
So. I do like multicam here in Alaska. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any plans on a root cellar?
There's lots of plans, Josh.
We just have to finish the ones we started already.
Yeah, we gotta quit being the land of almost.
Are you guys coming back?
Be the land of done.
He said, very polite to warn you, they're coming.
Who? Who's coming?
TJ, guys.
When?
Should we be scared?
It's good to warn you. That's what he said.
Oh, they're coming.
Dun dun dun.
They're coming back. It's not supposed to be our show. He's supposed to come back.
They're packing dinner.
Intermission.
Yeah, we're just dancing for you guys.
Everybody deserves a smoke break.
They are coming. Hey Phelps, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christopher Phelps. I didn't know we were going for the first name. Happy birthday to you. I was like, good night, Earl's daughter.
Black helicopters are coming. But what if they're white?
What if they're camo?
What if they're camo?
Winter is coming.
But which kind of camo? Are they the fat cow camo?
Right.
Are they the fat cow?
What kind of singing was that? Phelps even happy?
Did you like my Phelps? That's smiling.
That is I've never sung on this camera ever. I only do that with
She's something after that.
Because she has her crown on, it gives her extra powers.
Extra power.
Totally.
The queen.
Okay.
Operation
Brown.
Bridge.
Oh, we're leaving?
We're leaving.
Okay.
Vacate
Shalom, y'all.
the premises. Tag. All right. It is our brother Phelps' birthday. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Phelps. Happy birthday to you and many more. There we go.
Wait, is it really his birthday?
Apparently.
Oh.
If it's not, it is now. Change that DOB, bro. What's up, everybody?
We're back.
Lee Roby. The bear coats are coming. The bear coats are coming. Here they are. Thank you for my Ranger Bear Fat. Got it yesterday. Awesome to hear in death metal vocals. Happy birthday to ya.
We still have more Ranger.
We have more Ranger. Don't tell them that. They'll buy them. Oh, wait. That's how business works. Hey,
15% off.
15% off code tactical
Yes,
tonight.
indeed.
And tonight
You're getting
only.
blackberry.
I'm getting black. Okay.
No.
And missiles were launched due to the off-key tactics. Oh, Devin. Oh, Devin. Come on now. I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. There you go. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. What's up, firefighter prepper? Helos are scanning for weapons in your house. What else is new? I'm aware. Archangel Shalom, Lovely Dudley. Hey, do you know Lovely Dudley? I feel like I've heard that name before.
Oh, she's the loveliest of the Dudley, carrying baby Dudley.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes,
that's
indeed.
ringing a bell. Okay,
Yep.
I get it now. It's my money and I need it now. Joey Jones is very adamant about this. How are y'all in Arkansas, East Texas here? Well, if I was in Arkansas, I would answer that question. However, I'm not. I mean, wait a minute, OPSEC. I'm totally in Arkansas. It's great here. I don't think I will pig squeal. Jay Morris, bless you. By the way, I really do appreciate the super chats because Uncle Alphabet no longer allows us to be monetized on this channel unless it comes directly from y'all. So we thank you. And not a shameless plug. Patreon.com is our backup. It's $1 a month, $10 a year. I think it's worth the price of admission. Better Keith Thornton believes better bear attitude. I don't feel like this is a rebuke. Is this a rebuke or an endorsement? Are you encouraging me or telling me I need a better one? I'm in Arkansas. It's cold and wet. We had snow yesterday. Dear Journal, I'm in Arkansas. It's cold and wet. We had snow yesterday. I'm going to hunt a squirrel and make a stew. Thank you for sharing.
Scott's asking about best plate carrier.
Best plate carrier.
The one that fits.
That really depends on what you're trying to do. Thanks, Keith. You're good, bro. I appreciate that. I was on the fence, but Keith says I'm good to go. So one less thing, right? One less thing. Attitude is everything. Amen. Keith, I'm playing with you. Best plate carrier for what? It all depends. I'm a big dude. I like the Condor Mop C, but I'll be the first person to tell you it's probably not for everybody. Cry Precision JPC, sure, if you're looking for a jumpable plate carrier, if you're actually going to jump out of planes, perhaps that's the one for you. A Ranger carrier, meaning a front and back without a cummerbund, aka a Frank. And by the way, we decided that cummerbunds were going to be referred to as Franks from now on, but I feel like I have to explain that cummerbund is Frank. And so it actually causes me to say the word cummerbund even more so now. So that might have been a bad strategy. The HRT HRAC is a very good carrier as well. Condor gunner, and I love it. I'm a regular size dude, 5'11", 185 pounds. Well, see, Joey Jones, you said that regular size dude, and automatically those words have violence in them for me. It really hurted my unicorn rainbow side, and I'm very offended by that because if you're a regular size dude, that means I'm what, 1.7 regular dudes? Now, I'm willing to admit, perhaps I'm 1.7 regular dudes, but that really hurt me deep down inside. I don't feel special anymore. Maybe super special, but I don't know. Level 3 or level 4. Buy what you can afford. I like 3+ or 4. I'm actually a big fan of level 4. But I'll tell you what, if you're going to firepower versus mobility, if you're going to watch the video that's coming out on Patreon of us running the Pat Mac X drill, it's not easy with 50 pounds of gear on. My plate carrier, as shown in the video that you'll see, is 34 pounds, plus my helmet, plus my rifle, plus my pistol and the belt that I'm wearing. You're talking 50 pounds of gear. And so for somebody of my size, and I'm not massive, but I'm not tiny. Like, I'm not like Robert Oberst, whom I love. That guy's awesome. What does his shirt say? Sexy and strong. That guy. He looks like he's just like massive bearded dude. It just looks like what are those stones called for like Iron Man? Not Iron Man.
Kettlebells?
No. The stones where you pick them. Atlas stones.
Yeah, Atlas stones.
Atlas stones.
It has to be something Swedish.
Swedish.
Yes.
No, you can't say the W if you're talking about Swedish.
I'm an American from New Jersey. I can talk how I want.
Is that possible?
Swedish.
Both the American part and the talk how you want part.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I haven't met. Actually, yes, I did meet a Swede. She was like 6'3" or 4" and worked out all the time at the gym that I trained at.
Right.
Like, wow,
dude. I've met a lot of Swedish people myself, and yeah, it's the W is a V. Yeah, it's tough.
Like I learned about vodka.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I didn't know in New Jersey you could like actually be an American.
Yes, but then you have to move out to really appreciate it.
Right. You have to like become Oklahoman and go,
Yes,
oh,
indeed.
this is what America is about. 2 regular dudes equal 1 bear. Thank you, Archangel. That's wonderful. Airing, you gave me a little bit of wiggle room there, but that's just great. I thank you so much. Though I've lost 20 pounds so far this month. Bless you, Okie Storm Chaser. You're doing awesome. Keep going. I actually have not this month. I have plateaued this. I'm down 2 pounds this month. I'm a results-driven person. So 2 pounds is like nothing when you consider like the rucking and the lifting and the drumming. And it's like, congratulations, you're down 2 pounds. Although the breakfast that we had on Bible study morning, strong and pretty. Thank you, Dr. Trevor Wilkins. That in of itself, I probably gained, what do you think, 4 pounds?
It's a high possibility.
4 pounds that morning.
You did orchestrate, design, and bring out breakfast. You need to let them know what it was.
It's my fault. Okay.
You got rewarded after wrecking.
Well,
thank you so much.
I will start and say that it included coffee.
Yes.
Things that go with coffee, and then also things that go with breakfast on top of things that go with coffee.
So I was in charge of Bible study breakfast. We have a rotating Bible study breakfast each Sunday morning, and oh, dude, it was so yummy. And this past Sunday morning, I went to the Walmeasy and wore 0 masks and got 0 shots and did whatever the F I wanted to do, aka America Freedom. And I got 4 dozen donuts. Cause America. Cause America. I got 4 dozen donuts, 2 dozen glazed, a dozen Boston cream, and a dozen chocolatey glazed things.
My 5-year-old. Yeah.
And yes, your 5-year-old beast moded 19,000 donuts, but my 4-year-old also beast moded 19,000 donuts. In addition to, I think I did 2 pounds of beef bacon on the griddle, And then I got 6 pounds of ground turkey and had Cheyenne, my oldest, turn it into breakfast sausage, and then griddled a whole bunch of turkey breakfast sausage in the bacon fat. And it was
all the yum.
Awesome. I may or may not have taken 2 glazed donuts and put 2 turkey patties and 2 strips of bacon and 2 pieces of American cheese in between the 2 donuts and microwaved it for 30 seconds and eaten it like a breakfast burger.
You forgot
Is there a picture?
Gates Ranger green Bearfack?
There was not a picture.
It doesn't exist. So you didn't have it.
I'm saying plausible deniability. What happened? Who needs a Ranger green?
Jake.
You forgot to sign it.
I forgot to sign Jake's?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, you didn't tell me to.
Well, he may not have told us to.
All right, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Email me and you will get something very special in the mail. How's that for an answer?
Is he the State Farm guy?
Admin Jake at State Farm? What are you wearing, Jake? Khakis and a red polo? Jake, no, for real though. My bad. Email me at admin@Bear Independent and I will fix right now. Stop the insanity. Remember that lady from back in the day? She was like a calisthenics lady. She had like I can't say these words on the alphabet tubes. She had the bull sideways cutter Klein. Dixon's dying over here.
What is beef bacon?
What is beef bacon?
Oh, whoa. We're going down a rabbit hole now.
The belly of the cow. Literally.
Midwest Mini Homestead. If you order one, I will sign it. Yes.
You got to put it in the comments. So there's like a notes or comment section when you order.
Come on over, babe.
Put it in there if you want him to sign it. Because
Susan Powder. Yes.
I can't.
Susan Powder.
I can't
Stop
the orders.
the insanity. Yeah. She had the same haircut I have, minus the beard, mostly. We got to Google Susan Powder.
Meat candy.
Meat candy. That's right.
Susan Powder? You don't know who that is?
I know who it is. I brought it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I bow to your throne. Susan Powder.
Lee.
Oh, Powter. This woman. Gosh, she's still a mess, huh? This lady. Stop the insanity. Yeah, that lady. Yeah, that one.
Probably not.
What's your go-to snack?
What's my go-to snack?
Yep.
Peanuts.
Like it was a penny that was on
Butter
the
whiskey.
Peanuts.
No, peanuts is a good answer. Yeah.
Cocktail nuts.
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds, yeah.
You
Yep.
haven't done sunflower seeds in a while.
I still do
Well,
sunflower
after he
seeds.
switched trucks, he left them all in there.
Yeah. And now I have a bag sitting on my dash.
10,000 troops to enforce inauguration, militarized coup. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Hey, JK Iron Man. Shalom, brother. Shalom. Maybe, question mark, I would... Hold on. Uncle Alphabet is here. I would not complain if all the hopium that has been smoked came to fruition. However, I give 0.00 something % chance of that actually happening. One of the first non-gender people. Was she a non-gender people? Was that what happened with her? I don't know. The reptilian overlord stuff gets tiring. Well, Joey, here's the deal. If they would quit trying to steal my kidneys for adrenochrome, those words, I'd be all over it.
Mm-hmm. What are the 3 things?
Hey, I know about Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. I know all about Taylor ham. I was born and raised in New York. I don't eat Taylor ham anymore because swine is filthy. However, yes, I'm well aware of the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. However, I'm going to make a stand. How come nobody anywhere on the face of this planet other than the Northeast, particularly New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, the tri-state area, can make an actual hard roll? Dude,
have no idea.
No, it's all about the water, bear. Yeah, I know it's all about the water, bear, but how come nobody can actually make one elsewhere? There are no hard rolls except for in that area.
Sigma Tactical, another bear fact saved your life.
Prove it, Sigma
Email
Tactical.
us.
Bless you. Please email us, Sigma Tactical. That's awesome. All right.
So what 3 things should
Why do you use the touch screen on this laptop?
somebody be doing to prepare now?
What 3 things should somebody be doing to prepare now? Okay. Step 1, stack food to the rafters because it will be weaponized against you. Access to food is something that, so it's the militant farmer concept. You have to be able to produce your own food, period, the end. In the last 100 years, documented, to say nothing of everything that's been unconfirmed, 40 million people have died due to famine. So that's the farmer part. Have your own food, produce your own food. The militant part, democide in the last 100 years, 100 million non-combatants have been killed by their government. And this actually got a live stream pulled the last time we talked about it. So let's do it. Democide. I can make hard rolls. Prove it, Okie Storm Chaser. I don't believe you. I just want them. So anyway, democide. 100 million people in the last 100 years have been killed, non-combatants, meaning they had no weapons and the government said, hey, you know what? We've had enough of you. Pah. So militant farmer concept. You need security to protect the people you love, and you need agriculture and or significant food stocks to feed the people that you love. And the last thing I would add to that is you need to have a network of people. We would call this a MAG, a mutual assistance group, but it's bigger than that. You need to understand what your area of operations are. I'm going to operate within this 5-mile radius and compare that against your area of interest. I need to know what's going on within this 40-mile radius of things that are important to me so that I have actionable intelligence with which to operate. So those are the big 3. And surprisingly, all of those are covered in the Prepper Classroom here at this channel.
Mm-hmm.
What a coinky dink.
We also sell a notebook for it.
Where on my kit do I put my fluffy bunny?
Pinpoint you along.
You put the fluffy bunny in your pocket or in your rucksack, and you don't talk about it unless you're inside a sensitive compartmentalized information facility, aka a SCIF. And don't ever bring it up in chat again, or the CIA, FBI will hunt you down and put a hit out on you. You'll get a double tap to the back of your head in a suicide attempt for bringing up fluffy bunnies. This is real. This is real. Tommy Salter, Sloan, brother. Do you consider water part of food? Yes, I do. That's part of the militant farmer concept. Farmers need water for show.
Mm-hmm.
Militant farmers equal Minutemen. Yes, I agree with that. Suggestions on where to get seeds. Baker Creek. You like Baker Creek?
Yep. We also have some Burning Hearth Homestead seeds still at the store, I believe.
I had no idea.
They are under the Grindstone merch tab. Because we are supporting another ministry with those.
We support a lot of ministries. We just don't really talk about it.
Right. But yeah, we do still have some seeds. I believe it's Herb Garden and
Ladies Retreat in Vegas.
Pepper Garden.
Nah.
No, I don't want to go to Vegas. That's one place, like, in my whole entirety of my life, like, even through my heathen years, I never wanted to go to Vegas.
And you don't want to.
And yeah, and I really don't think I'd want to.
I have zero interest.
Yeah.
Hey, last time I was in Vegas,
Bless you, Sam McKinsey.
I was inebriated, going to train jujitsu, bumped into this little guy staring at a woman, and then realized that that was Floyd Mayweather that I bumped into.
That sounds safe.
Yeah.
Now, I have been to Nevada, and Nevada is a beautiful place.
It's Nevada if you live there.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada if you're outside of it. It's Nevada if you're inside of it.
It's Nevada.
Consult the internet. It's Nevada if you live there. But anyway, it's fine. You don't live there, so you can say Nevada. Go ahead.
Say what you want to, Chinky.
You can't say that either. They're on the Canadian border. They're going to attack us. Continue. You were in Nevada.
Nevada.
Did you go to the Pawn Stars shop?
No.
You didn't see Chumley?
Mm-mm.
I would have gone.
No. No, actually, I went through Elk City.
Elk City, Oklahoma?
No. Nevada.
I was going to say, I've been to Elk
Nevada's
City,
got its own
Oklahoma.
Elk City, too.
Not Nirvana. However, with the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us.
A cover band, maybe.
We're going to do a cover band?
From Nirvana in Nevada.
Nirvana in Nevada? I'm in. Let's do it.
What are you going to play?
I'm going to play bass. Yeah, I'll play bass. So, brief story time. Back in the day, way back in the day, when I was in metal bands, we had one of the metal bands that I was in formed, and just as an FU, this is fun band, because we did a lot of gigging, we did a lot of recording, and it was actually kind of stressful. We formed a punk band, and we would book shows as the punk band, and the name of the punk band was Anal Piss. And I played bass in Anal Piss. And to this day, I have
the bass of the piss.
I have no idea how to actually play bass, but it was punk, so it was okay. So the bassist in the metal band played guitars and sang, and I played bass. And then we had a friend of ours, rest his soul, he's gone now, who played drums. And all of us, there's a three-piece, drums, bass, and guitar. We all did vocals, and it was horrendous. And most of the songs were about New Jersey and how horrendous New Jersey was. But we all feigned an English accent while producing this punk metal, and requisite Old English 40s. Had to have them on stage while playing. So... R.I.P. Anal Piss. That was a phenomenal band. Yep, that happened.
Sounds smelly.
Well, we actually had a song which I cannot repeat the entire title of.
Called Asparagus.
No, it was titled "Girl, I Know Your Jersey Because Your Blank Smells." So.
Probably.
Amongst many others. We also had another song called The Ballad of Mike Walker. I feel like there's many people out there who have actually seen Anal Piss live, because we have a ridiculous audience.
We do have a ridiculous audience.
There's actually a few people in the audience.
I hope nobody has actually seen what you speak of.
You're welcome. 5 versus 1. You're welcome. And Benny Boo Shalom. And I know that there's actually a few people in the audience that they've seen me play metal live. So that's a whole nother thing. So, yeah. It was a very wholesome song, Pat and McKenna. I'm a different person now.
Google
search. If you ever need a testimony of Yeshua as Messiah, here I am. So. Was in a side band called Brutal Anal Penetration. Yeah, there you go. Savvy's back. We have Superman. We have a Rumble account. We just don't have anything there at the Rumble account yet. $1 around for 45 ACP is insane. Were you on Parler? I was for a time, and now, like many others, I am no longer on Parler.
It was such a good 18 hours.
Yeah, that was a great day and a half that I was on Parlor. Thank you for 15% off. Just bought a bear fag. God bless. Bless you.
Nice.
Thank you. Butthole surfers, man. There was this kid I used to run around with way back in the day. I had the weirdest crew growing up. This Jewish kid named Yuri and a Russian kid named Stanley, and like the whitest kid you ever met named Dave, who wanted to be a basketball star. They were all in my crew, and they all loved the butthole surfers. So how weird is that? It's Nevada. Well, Raincat, you just spelled the name of the state. You didn't say how to pronounce it, though. Oh, I played Starland Ballroom, of course. Of course I played Starland. Obsessions in New Jersey. Randolph, New Jersey was the first show I ever played.
Have y'all made Rifle Bear hoodies available? Probably on Teespring.
Should we go? Should I look right now?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We've actually had a few people asking for those.
The Rifle Bear?
Rifle Bear.
Beholden to no man.
Teespring? Is that what we look for?
Yeah.
Teespring. Teespring.com.
And then you can search Bear Independent.
Can you? Is
Yeah.
that something that you can do?
Yeah.
Do I have to log in or do I just look?
No, I think you can just look.
The bar of the search. That's no arrow.
There's no search bar.
No, they
Maybe
have.
if you Google Bear Independent on Teespring
Let's try that.
or DuckDuckGo it or whatever.
www.google.com. Thank you so much. Please to be
How
for
can we
selling
find
you.
a community of like-minded people in our areas?
Bear Independent.
Start talking to people.
Yep.
Start talking to people. That's how you find people, is you talk to people. Whether you talk to people via internet, aka YouTube's.
Hold on. I just want to just show that on Google, here's the top search results for Bear Independent.
They can't see any of it.
They can now.
No,
So
almost.
it's Bear Independent.
Still no.
It's Bear Independent, then Bear Independent Store, then Bear Independent Net Worth.
Wow.
Really? Net worth, really? Guys.
What else?
Store, net worth, Bear Independent IFAC, Bear Independent YouTube, medical kit, location.
Y'all trying to find us?
Oh, come on with it, please. I got the track hoe. And
I'll
then
tell you where we are.
Bear Independent podcast. We are in a place called Hell for those who want to come visit. I will introduce you to it.
No. Compost Builders Anonymous.
The CBA. Welcome to CBA.
Right.
The Compost Builders Anonymous. Teespring. Bear
I'll show you
Independent.
my half-finished house if you think we're so rich. I want to go on a tour.
Everyone start Googling Bear Independent anal piss. We need to update the search results.
Thoughts on naming a sheep Thor?
Oh, we already got one of them.
I know. Thoughts on naming a sheep Thor?
I will sacrifice that pagan false G god on Passover with a smile on my face. How's that for an answer?
Right. Kind of my thoughts.
So yeah, if you Google
It's a name.
Teespring Bear Independent, you'll get there. That's actually, we should talk to our SEO guy.
Shalom.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
about that.
we're working on it. Trying to
Copy.
get you to the top of the list.
What am I looking for? Why am I here?
Rifle Bear.
Rifle Bear hoodie. I got a Rifle Bear classic tee.
Somebody should make it a hoodie.
Dixon is yawning over there, and now I feel like yawning too.
Sorry.
Guys, we have 9,000 different things. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20,
Yeah.
22, 24, 26,
Our house
28,
is totally like half
30, 32, 34, 36, 30,
It's just
42,
little bits.
44,
And
46,
it's totally my
48.
fault because I'm the doer of the house.
Because you're never satisfied.
You're the doer of the outside. I'm the doer of
We
the
have a
inside.
demarcation. By the way, there's 48 different products at Teespring. So yes, we will add Rifle Bear. but we will not exceed 50 products. 50 products at Teespring.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
50 different things?
There are 50 different things at Teespring.
But why would you?
Because I said so. Because I said so.
But why would you?
What do we need an organic tote bag for? Unless they're filling it with ammo, whiskey, and cigars, I don't care. Let's get rid of that.
I disagree with.
All right, good. Make it go away. I don't care.
Well, I don't control that.
Yes, you do. Says me. Handled.
Okay.
Don't fall over, Xavier. Take a deep breath.
Hashtag body bags, right?
Hashtag on the
Who?
outhouse.
Wait, hold on.
Badger.
Hold on. Who body bagged?
Badger.
Badger. All right.
Never giving up my hashtag body bag. I know. I have a body bag.
Yes, you do.
Do you have a body bag?
I've been.
You ain't got no damn body bag.
I've been meaning to talk to you about
You
this.
don't even know.
You definitely have a body bag.
The octopusy looking squid. That's what's on the front.
Anybody but her and Badger know what's going on right now.
No, there are 750 people scratching their brain right now. Like, what did you just say?
It had a squid on the front.
Yes, back when.
And it was Kung Fu Taxidermy.
Yes, we should go to kungfutaxidermy.com right now. I think we still own that domain.
I don't think it's live.
www. I don't know.
Kung
Fu.
Fu. No, not Ling Fu.
One of these days, they're gonna make a phone
Fat thumbs.
big enough for these fingers. Kung Fu Taxidermy. Dermy.com. Oh, squid! I'm so let down.
Yeah, you still own it, but
Take a memo.
it doesn't have anything there.
Kung Fu Taxidermy goes live tomorrow. Yeah, we bought. I remember me and Squid. He was drinking red wine. I was drinking craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "How funny would it be if like your cat died, but you're like, I've always been into like kung fu films, and if we like took your cat and we posed it as like some kind of like kung fu taxidermy." I was like, buy that domain right now. And so 3 years
It was
ago,
real, y'all. Like,
we bought kungfutaxidermy.com.
right.
And you can buy the original Squid and Bear shirts at kungfutaxidermy.com.
I can find the shirt
And
somewhere.
this was our business plan.
Right. And it was hashtag body bag.
Hashtag body bag. That's right. And actually, it's funny you bring that up because we were driving into Dallas one day and we were talking about all these air quote patriots who are like, one of these days we're going to take the country back and we're going to blah, blah. It's like, no, you're not. Hashtag body bag. No, you're not. You're going to end up in a body bag. And it was actually kind of a tongue-in-cheek warning to people that have more AR-15s than they do brain cells of.
They want to know what's in your Tumblr.
Tumblr? Is that like Instagram?
I think that's a dating site.
Tumblr? I
Yeah.
thought that was like a picture site.
They want to know what you're drinking.
That was a coffee thing.
What's Tumblr? What's Tumblr, y'all?
What's the thing you drank out of?
Tumblr?
Drank coffee out of.
No, T-U-M-B-L-R.
There's a social site.
Tumblr, it's not
Those
around
pictures,
anymore.
Oh,
It was pictures.
Barry,
It
you
was
got to get to
pictures.
our
Oh.
bar outside Philly.
mine's Crown.
Do you have
and
Jaeger bombs? I'm
Palm.
there. Let's do it.
Palm
Dolan's
juice.
Bar. Listen, your life might be a disaster, but Dolan's Bar is not a disaster. If you're in the Philly area, you need to go down there. You need to support some like-minded people. You need to go have a drink. Maybe it's a draft of Guinness. Maybe it's a Jameson on the rocks. Maybe it's just a good old American Pabst Blue
Budweiser.
Ribbon or a Budweiser even. Yeah, maybe. Probably not. But maybe it's a Budweiser. Go down to Dolan's Bar. Tell them Bear sent you. Leave a 20 for the bartender. Tinder and Tumblr are not the same thing.
They both start
Go
with
down to
S.
Dolan's Bar. Tell them Bear sent you. Leave a 20 in the tip jar because you're an American. That's right, because you're an American. And support a small business. Amen. Amen. All right, let's do this thing. We're going to Philly. Let's roll.
I ain't going to fucking Philly.
We are going to Philly.
We are not going to
Dudley.
No.
Let's just go fuel up the trucks.
Road
I'm ready
trip to
go.
Philly. Let's go.
Bye.
We'll let Jay Johns and everyone on the East Coast know.
Let's do this.
Hope
Yep.
the radios work.
There then.
We can get to Philly and back before men's retreat.
Yeah,
Before
That's
men's
easy.
retreat?
Yeah,
course.
it's Tuesday.
that's easy. Remember, I would go from one end of the country to the
No.
other in a couple of days.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Men's
Jay
retreat is
Johns,
Friday,
prove it.
only for-
But that-
Bless you, brother.
Now,
I met
Yeah,
my
I
wife
don't
on
have
a
to
metal
stop.
dating site.
Yeah.
I met
We
my-
met
I had
online.
to stop for 10
On a
hours.
metal dating site.
Yeah.
That's cool. Dolan's Bar. Bless you.
Didn't we?
Yes, we did.
48 hours.
Careful with my ribs. I need to.
In less than
Yes, we
24
did.
hours.
Well, so I was thinking it was like 24 hours.
That's great.
It would be 24 hours back.
Yep.
It's men's retreat until 3.
Who?
I'll learn about the metal music.
I'll
that band
buy
likes.
dinner for the crew. Superman, we know. We got a rumble. I'm aware. So
Yeah,
good.
there is a rumble.
Sending a support package to my dog. Yeah, I used to have a dog until Jay Johns came here, and now I have a dog that lives here until Jay Johns comes here. So
Right.
He's our cook.
Flashes a smile at him.
I know.
Melts his
Just
heart.
hits him with those baby blues. He's
Right.
Yeah, I feel
love
like
you,
every time
Sam.
Sam's just sitting in the
Sam's
driveway,
like, I know you do. And it's just like that.
My HOA doesn't allow me to grill. Get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah, you need to move.
Well, language, but yes, get out of there.
Get out. Get out while you still can.
My HOA doesn't allow me to grill.
Oh, wow.
that's why I hate HOAs.
Mhm.
Yeah, but to grill. It's not like
Hey,
they
our
made a-
HOA wouldn't let him park in our freaking driveway.
Oh, I
Was it a work
lost
truck?
my.
A big truck?
I lost
That
it.
was like
Charles E. Wilson,
the
bless you.
deciding factors of like, okay,
We left
it's
North
time
Texas.
to get out of suburbia.
We got voted best yard in the neighborhood and fined $2,000 by the
Same
HOA
when we were
in
not
the
here.
same month. And I'm like, how does this even happen? I was pissed.
And then the neighbor all went to court because their roof was a different color.
Oh yes.
Remember that? Like
Yes.
that was a huge thing.
They were suing
And-
the HOA for $300,000 because their asphalt 3-tab shingles were the wrong color.
Right. But it like
Same when we were out
it
there.
matched
Jimmy
way
James, bless
better with their
Mm.
with the color of their house than the designated
The approved colors.
than the approved
Yeah.
colors. Yeah.
So I had a 1-ton Chevy utility body parked on the road, and they were like, "Hey, you're not allowed to have that here." And I was like, "Hey, kiss my ass. We pay HOA dues." And they're like, "No commercial vehicles are allowed to be parked on private property within the area administered by the HOA." And I was like, "Oh, that's funny. Let me go on a little fact-finding mission." And within 1 hour, I had like 25
other
different
vehicles
other vehicles.
in the neighborhood.
But the issue was that our house was right next to an undeveloped lot that was being built as a model home within the community. And they didn't like the fact that some dude that looks like me had his work truck parked out front of the house that was detracting from the value of the neighborhood when people would come look at the model home. And so one day I moved the truck from the driveway. I'm sorry, from the road to the driveway. And the HOA called and I said, "Sir, you're going to have to move that truck or we're going to come get it." I said, "Ma'am, if you hook up to my truck, I'm going to come to your office and I will be the only person that walks out of that office when I leave. Are we clear?" And she said, "Excuse me, did you threaten me?" I said, "If you touch my truck that I use to feed the people that I love, I will come to your office and I will walk into your office and I will be the only person that walks out of your office. Connect the effing dots.
Right.
And she was like, well, you don't have to be that way. I was like, no, you don't get to intimidate me by saying you're going to tow my truck that I feed my family with.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that was a wonderful conversation.
How many people want to live to you now with your truck in your driveway?
How many what?
How many people want to live next to you now?
A lot.
Apparently.
Apparently a lot. But in that HOA, dumb story. Alex. Oh, Alex Hinden. Thank you. Thank you, Trevor Wilkins. Smash the face. Smash it. We should, actually, Dr. Trevor, we should not have emotional reactions.
Mods are doing such a good job tonight.
We should be logical.
Right.
I logically want to smash
You gonna tell
Alex
him?
in the face. About what?
The mods.
Oh, do we have one here?
Yeah,
No.
we do.
Show me.
Do you?
Show
I
me.
I have a stash.
Bless you, Dr.
You
Trevor
got all the
Wilkins.
stash. Renee's a stash
Why do we
queen.
live stream so long? It's almost 3 hours.
Because the people love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they? Do they
There's
really?
700. Well, somebody left. Fuck you.
You with the F-bombs.
Sorry.
You got to clean it up.
Poop you.
777.
Poop you.
Poop you.
Poop you.
Fornicate with you.
No.
That's
I don't wanna
1,500
communicate
likes.
with them.
But yeah, we're not going to do that.
No.
There's a Torah for that. I joined my hoe and became president.
That's one way.
All right. So, for all the blue wrenches and blue wrenches only, this is a very exclusive shirt. Incredibly exclusive shirt. Designed by me and refined by Mr. Brees.
I have not seen it yet.
You have? Did you say not seen it?
No,
You
I
can't-
have
you can't
not
say that.
seen it
Okay,
yet.
I'm just checking. Don't. Careful there. For all the blue wrenches
I'm not waving high at people like this.
and blue wrenches only.
I think that one's actually something.
This is the shirt.
Oh shoot!
It is
Yeah, tilt it. Tilt back.
a moderator.
Catch the light.
A moderator with the bear patch on his arm or her arm, with the Gadsden flag in the background, standing
red.
on a pile of bodies of those who have been banned, holding a mighty band hammer.
Yes, indeed.
This is the moderator shirt.
The compost pile of
That is
fuel.
correct. The compost pile of fools right there. That is the mod shirt. So, very happy about it. The band hammer of doom.
I love it.
And you may note
And the don't tread on me.
there's a wrench right here on the leg right there of the mod, fully outfitted to do battle with trolls, standing atop a pile of composting troll detritus. So this is for mods and mods only. No, you cannot buy this. You can only earn this. And this is a 2X. So there you go, brother.
Yahtzee.
Bless you. So those, if you are a blue wrench, they will be coming to you.
Yeah, I
So-
didn't even get one.
You're not a blue wrench.
I know.
He just started.
So he just started.
He just
Have we knighted him?
No,
I don't think so.
Is he even in here? I can't even see your name.
I'm in there.
Comment right now. Gulfport girl. Shaloha. I definitely feel left out. $100, get me one.
Nope.
Negative. There you go.
Where?
What's your name?
It's my name.
No, it is not.
Oh, it is right there. This is my comment.
I
Told you.
Yeah. Look for the duck.
Yeah, with the duck head.
It's a duck head.
don't see it.
I don't see this.
This is my
Are
comment.
you doing top chat? Are you
Yeah.
doing all chat?
Look at the top. There you go.
He's there. I see him.
I still don't see this.
Michael.
Oh. No, I'm on live chat.
It's in your 3 little dots.
I just mentioned him.
See, someone even knows my name, Duckhead. Long story behind that.
Nice
Oh, right
band.
there.
I'm working on it. It's moving too fast.
It went up.
I know.
Everybody else sees it, but you can't. Eyes are the second thing to go.
I like the Blue Wrench Group photo
What's the
idea.
first one?
Retreat. Blue Ranch retreat.
What's the first?
We can't talk about that.
You, it's Rex. Can I buy a blue wrench so I can get a shirt? Can I buy a blue wrench?
No, you can't buy a
No.
blue wrench.
I know
I
somebody
mean,
who really
Home
wants to be a
Depot
wrench.
might sell one. You probably have to paint it.
That's a
Maybe.
good point.
Spray paint. Yeah.
Spray paint.
Gosh, I lost this freaking comment.
Comment a bunch.
Thank you,
Mike.
Drew,
Yeah.
if you're still here.
Like
Just say a
100.
whole bunch of random things.
Yeah, just spam
Just
right
spam.
now.
I just got your
Spam the
email.
website.
China buying American land. They've been at it for decades.
Yeah. That's old news.
here, there, and over there.
Decades. We are 5 minutes to the end of this live stream, FYI.
There he is.
This one time at Bear Camp.
This one time at Bear Camp. What's up, Ryan? I'm trying. See it?
Right under the I need a blue wrench.
Make sure you make the right one.
Got it. Got
Good
it.
job.
Got it. Can you eat
Good
a blue wrench? Nope. Redneck prepper. I'm a wrench.
You not a wrench.
Well,
Sorry,
Hunter
Ryan.
Seeker?
I want a blue wrench.
Yeah.
Where are you? Comment.
Hunter
it's like
Seeker.
right green.
Right there. Right
That doesn't help me.
Yeah.
He can't see colors.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
I'm gonna knock that tiara right off of your head.
I can't
He's
see
right
the blue
there.
wrenches either.
He's right there. Get him. He's right there. There he is. There he is. Go, go,
Where
go.
is he a gray wrench?
Hey,
Set
I got
No
somebody else who wants to
sword,
be a
no
wrench.
nothing, man.
Set the
You
hook.
need
Right.
to comment.
Is he a blue wrench or a gray wrench?
Blue wrench me.
It was lovely. Lovely would like a wrench.
She doesn't have one either.
No, I
That's
don't.
lovely.
And
lovely.
she tells me when people are acting crazy in
I
the,
just
in the
commented
chat.
too.
Oh, jeez.
I got it.
Y'all don't get shirts, so you're late to the party.
Yep. Oops.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Don't think this gets you a shirt.
Right. Maybe 6 months from now.
That's about how long it took to.
It really did.
It really did.
Did my lovely Dudley get one?
Yeah.
Yay!
I can neither confirm nor deny. Give me a red wrench. No, Phil. Negative. Bear is blue wrenching so many people tonight.
But they're all in the living room.
I asked before the shirt was announced. Hey, what's up, Texas T? Been here long time.
Yeah, now I'm trying to come in here and spam you. How many wrenches can you get you at once?
My wife is gonna text me my pernus.
That sounds
Um,
dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had Chinese food since Corona? Yes.
Yeah. We eat hibachi about once a week.
Whoa,
Is
upset,
hibachi
bro.
Chinese? Like,
No, not actually.
Okay. I'm like,
Make me a wrench. I hate trolls. We got a lot of wrenches now, though. Blue wrench. Everyone in this house is blue wrenched, other than Roger Rabbit Hole, who I haven't seen comment.
Yeah,
So,
but his wife.
but his
she's
wife
wild.
is.
Yeah. his
yeah.
She
wife-
went to bed already.
She rocks.
What about Ubermensch? How does someone who has been at this channel a long time earn said wrench? Tavar, that's a good question. Tavar, you have a long history of excellent service. However, I think we have 92 mods as of right now. So next wrench goes to Tavar. Why would land or property be sold to China? I know it is old news. Curious on your thoughts. It's strategic. That's all it is. They have 2 billion people. They can't produce as many resources as they need. That's it.
They own most of Australia.
Yeah, that's it. It's easy peasy. War at its most basic level is the allocation of certain resources towards the acquisition of or protection of other resources. The end.
What land are they buying?
Breadbasket land.
Right. Like.
Oh, pioneer survivor.
Kind of like you control the communications. If you control the food.
Really need a card for this.
Yeah,
Pioneer survivor. Read Leviticus 11 and then ask yourself how long forever is. And then on that, we're going to go to bed because, well, we're at least going to end this stream because I'm going to do another broadcast tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., which means I got to get up at 5 a.m. So I can be to the office by 6 a.m. so I can do my show prep and have that ready by 7:45 so I can go live at 8 so I can get done by 9 something so that I can get done with that so that I can do everything else that I have to do tomorrow.
I got 75 kits to pack.
And you have 75 kits to pack. to say nothing of promo code tactical tonight and tonight only 15% off. So there you go.
Need a prayer in the morning.
Need a what?
Someone said they need a prayer in the morning.
They need a prayer in the morning. Roger.
Harmony looks tired.
Oh yeah.
See ya in the morning. Shalom, y'all. We'll see y'all in the morning.
Shalom.
Just a little tiny 3-hour live stream.
Shalom.
Your definition of a coward: somebody who live streams for 3 hours and then says shalom.
Shalom.
That's my definition.